Hello and welcome to the Futro Hidden Movie Gems podcast. I'm your host, Ty Spiker Christensen. No, Batsy, don't let me die. I need to know who the holiday killer is. We've got Jordan Christensen on the podcast.
of Trick or Tweet.
That's Dick Tracy, right? Or not Dick? What's
Yeah,
his
but there
name?
was a good quote I sent to Cameron. What was it? Oh, not if you live long enough to see yourself become the villain, but it's the same guy, Two-Face. What was his line? He's like, if you can't beat him, join him. That's what it was.
Can't beat him. Join him. And we've got Cameron Mickle on the podcast.
Groove? Stunt? Joker? No, wait, that last one's right.
And we've got Grant Mickle on the podcast.
I thought you didn't hurt people. You thought wrong.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, this is Batman still finding his bearings. He hurts plenty of people.
It's like don't kill, but I will send you to the infirmary for
Seriously,
9 years on a
Yeah.
gurney, paralyzed below the neck.
Yeah, arguably worse than death.
Yeah, I know, right? You're running up my medical bills. My family can't afford it. Just kill me. All right, today we are discussing Batman, The Long Halloween, part one and two. What was this
This is
movie
an
like watching
animated movie, just so you audience know.
Yeah, it came out in 2021, directed by Chris Palmer, and it's got some excellent voice casting such as Jensen Ackles, Josh Duhamel, and then unfortunately Naya Rivera, who voices Catwoman, actually passed away in a drowning. Um, Soon after the recording of this movie. So this part two is dedicated to her. Kind of crazy, right?
Wow.
Oh, that was whose name was at the end. I was going to ask who that was.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah,
want
Wait,
she
you
who is
guys
she
she
to
gonna
know
passed away
voice
in
that
a
for?
we
drowning.
can't help but mention that
Catwoman.
David Desmalkian,
Oh,
our
wow.
boy from
Calendar Man.
he voiced
Yeah.
He's
Calendar Man.
Polka Dot Man,
Yeah, Polka Dot Man.
Well, it's cool that he's
All
back
right.
in the Batman
yeah,
universe
and also the guy
because,
from Prisoners.
well, yeah, but he played in the Dark Knight? Which one was it?
Do you have any children clothes? Children? You bought children's clothes.
Uh,
I must have been in a rush.
Got Jack Quaid. Yeah, so many actors we know, you know?
But he's in the Batman universe twice. Just wanted to
Yeah.
point that out there.
And also Jensen Ackles, who voices Batman in this, also voices Jason Todd or Red Hood in the Red Hood movie.
And
So he
who could forget his role in The Dark Knight, man? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, this is technically his third time in the Dark Knight because
Or
because
wait,
Polka Dot Man's technically DC.
okay, so Dark Knight this and Suicide Squad.
was
Yeah.
he?
Yeah, he's the psycho
No,
guy.
was
He's like,
he in
what do you
the
expect to
Batman
get from
though?
him? He's a schizophrenic. No, he's
Was he
Schizophrenic?
not.
in the Batman or no?
No. He's in
Maybe.
the Dark Knight. It's when Harvey Dent is he's like pressing him with the gun in the alleyway. And he's like, you want to shoot me? And then he like cocks it and whatever. He's like, and then
Yeah,
Batman's
he's
like,
talking to Harvey.
stop it.
I assume Grant remembers that. I think he was asking if he was in the Batman.
No, I think he's thinking that he's in the Batman, not
I
the
thought
Dark
he
Knight.
played
Dark Knight.
Penguin or something else. I swear he did another voice.
Did another voice? It's
Mm,
possible.
No, he's just Calendar Man.
we'll see.
It's possible. No, it's not possible.
Mm,
It's not at
Why
all
not?
possible.
watch as I prove you wrong.
It's just not possible. Why not, you stupid?
He was the Penguin. Suck
That's
nuggets,
so funny you
Cameron.
quote that. I've seen so many memes about Jason Bateman like lately. At Halloween, my phone is just constantly filled with Jason Bateman memes.
Why
And,
not?
and I love the ones where he's talking to Willem Dafoe and he's like, of course. And he's like,
Must have slipped my mind.
this is my mind. I don't know. I find it so funny. One of my favorite memes of that, though. I know this is so stupid. I'm explaining a meme, but he's like, when I don't know an answer to a test, so I raise my hand, my teacher comes over, and all they do is simply repeat the question. You're like, of course. Oh, thank you for that, teacher.
Just slipped my mind.
So funny. Like they do that. They'd walk up to you and they just read the question aloud, and you're like, thanks. No new
But
insight.
yeah, Per usual, this movie, just like almost all animated DC movies, have just unreal voice casting.
Ah, pretty good stuff. Let's hear what was it like watching this movie for the first time and rewatching for the podcast. Why don't you start us out, Cameron?
I think watching it for the first time was probably decently around the time that it came out. I would say maybe in 2022, but yeah, I just remember watching it. I've watched pretty much every single animated DC movie, especially of like the past 20 plus years, and yeah, I was just like really impressed. At like the voice acting and kind of like the story they told because they made some like different like and I'll explain that later, but they did some like differentiations from like the original source material, which was kind of fun for people who like knew the comic, but then some people didn't like some of the changes. But overall, I was just like, wow, this is like really impressive, and it's I was surprised. I mean, to me, I loved it because it was right up my alley. It kind of reminded me of Zodiac, where it's kind of a slower burn, like kind of like the kills like happen so quick, but then it's like the focus is on the um like the detective work. And then rewatching it, I was kind of nervous because I'm like, maybe it doesn't hold up as well as I thought, but I liked it even more just because I do like how it kind of focuses on the detective part of it and essentially Batman figuring out what it means to be Batman. Like as on the nose as it is, I really liked the part where he's like, I didn't expect this to have this much detective work. Like I thought it was just going to be beating up people in alleys, like, and he's like, I didn't think it would. And that's why I feel like it ties it really well in kind of towards the end of all of it. And so, yeah, I mean, obviously this is just right up my alley, as you can tell with my Teen Titans shirt. So yeah, I was,
Surprised you didn't wear your Batman shirt.
yeah, well, it's at home, but I forgot to pack it. And then, but yeah, just overall, just really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm
And both made my top 200.
no way, dude. That's crazy. Hey, Grant, how about you? What was it like watching it for the first time, rewatching it for the pod?
Is
This
in
will be
your
the
is your
last
top
time watching this.
is your top 200, Cameron, just all Batman movies? It should be.
There's definitely a lot of them in there. Like The Dark Knight Returns is definitely in there because that one's actually a masterpiece.
Which one's that one? Is that the one with Clayface and Joker?
No, that one's the one where he's older and he fights like the town's overrun by mutants, and so he's like an older Batman and he like beats the crap out of this one dude and like is like compound fracturing his arms. Like it's insane.
Jeez. But
Dang.
that's not like Batman Beyond, right? Because he's old
No,
enough.
yeah, Batman Beyond's different, but yeah, I think I know what you're talking about with the Batman Beyond movie is insane because it talks about how one of the Jokers, that movie is like the most depressing movie ever. It talks about how Batman was trying to save or stop the Joker, and then the Joker murdered um Batgirl, and then it made that Robin go insane and eventually become the Joker.
I
So
remember
pretty
that
cool.
one.
Sorry, Grant.
Grant, how about you, man? What was it like watching this movie for the first time and never rewatching it again?
Yeah, but it's just one of those movies, like I enjoyed it. I like the nerdy side of it. Um, but I think I would have enjoyed it more like watching with Cameron or something. Because like this type of show, I'm like, yeah, I'd never go out of my way to watch something by myself.
It's
So
literally just a telltale movie brought to or game brought to life.
Hmm.
It's just
yeah, I
like
really enjoyed all the
there's just a
characters
lot
that
of
they
those
brought into it.
interactions. Yeah.
But yeah, but it was just funny that like Penguin comes in at the last fight. It's like, where were you the whole movie?
Yes, I was gonna say, Cameron, he got snubbed.
Yeah.
Penguin has
And
always been one of my least favorite. Uh,
but then
like,
why? I'm just saying, why bring him in if
well,
you're
there's a
not gonna
lot of
give him?
people. I mean, it's a comic book, so there's a lot of people that were included. Like the Riddler was
Yeah,
actually a
why
really
wasn't
important.
Riddler? Okay,
The
okay.
Riddler, he was originally in the comic book, and he was almost killed on April Fools, but then the killer spared him because of the April Fools, like as a joke.
Okay. Well, why not have him instead of have this like leprechaun dude? Like, why on
What
earth
about
would they
The
have
opposite
Mad
day?
him?
Did he
Hatter.
not kill someone on opposite day? He's like, oh, it's not opposite day.
Yeah.
Just so everyone knows, it's not opposite day.
No, yeah, Mad Hatter's also never been one of my favorites.
Like, they could have easily scrapped him for what's the dude that
No,
injects himself and he gets big?
Bane?
Bane.
Bane.
Bane. Well, I thought
Hey,
Grindr.
I thought I thought he was Tombstone, but I think
Grundy.
that's Marvel.
Grundy.
Oh, Grundy. Yeah, he was great.
He looks just like him.
Born on a Monday.
Whoa,
Every
I
time I
thought
hear
they would
that
do
now, I
Wild
just think of
Croc or
the
something.
accountant, Killer Croc.
Killer Croc, yeah.
I just think of the accountant Jordan because remember that's what he says to calm himself down when he's having a panic attack.
I can't remember that.
And the accountant Ben Affleck every time he goes, "Born on a Monday,
Oh, I forgot he did that.
person on a Tuesday,
I love it.
married on a
You,
Wednesday."
what's it like watching this movie for the first time and rewatching it for the pod?
So actually I did rewatch it and I wasn't planning on it.
I'm very proud of you,
I
Jordan.
know, I was just gonna do like a highlight, just skim through it really quick. But then as soon as I started it, I'm like, I don't think I watched this. And it wasn't until the very end I was like, oh yeah, I did watch this.
Uh-huh.
So, um, yeah, I think Cameron sent me a bunch of Batman movies, and then a while back we reviewed just two of my favorites, and this didn't make the list. But
Yeah,
on rewatch, it was
I think we reviewed Gotham by Gaslight and The Dark Knight Returns.
yeah, just one of the parts of because not the one with the
Yes,
Joker or the lipstick.
literally Jordan gets caught up on one fact and then because it's Poison Ivy's lipstick and then he mind controls people and Jordan's like that's just not Joker. I'm like
Yeah, let's
that's
let's be
literally
real.
one little part.
Yeah, it's very upsetting. Like, I'll be honest, the
But
most disturbing thing was watching Bruce sign away all those all those assets off. I'm like, oh, it's just breaking my heart. Like, I know that Bane broke Batman's back and Joker's tormented Batman, but like making him give away all of his goodies, that just made me so mad. That made me so mad.
I want to know why it took 3 months for people to figure it out.
I know they're like, yeah, this is Bruce
oh,
Wayne
he's hanging around this
antics.
notorious woman who literally brainwashes men. That's kind of crazy that he's acting super different ever since they started dating. But you were saying, Jordan?
Yeah, just I did actually enjoy it and sat through all 3 hours, and I watched it because we do 3 hour shifts of who's staying up with the baby, so. That's also why my background is fake and it's green screened because I just took a picture of my original background because last episode it was just um, blurry and I just thought that was kind of ugly looking. So now you know.
In case you
Now
were
he's
all
outside
wondering.
by his dumpster, so he wants to make it
Yeah,
look
I could
like.
be anywhere right now. I could be on the toilet. Nobody would know.
Are you on the toilet?
Ah, ah. Sorry.
Uh, but I thought.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, enjoyed it. Actually, like Grant said, like it's enjoyable. I think it would be more enjoyable with Cameron because I actually, it's funny. Cameron and I, we were watching Batman cartoons. I watched one with him, and then he's like, "Want to do another one?" I was like, "No, I can't do it."
I think we watched the
So
Flashpoint Paradox together.
that was fun. And then Cameron did another one, and I was like, "I can't do anymore." I
I
just,
could do this all day. I
yeah.
feel like Captain America.
I would say,
Ah,
yeah, for me, I watched it for the first time. I think it was last week because Cameron was like, "Let's do this for Halloween," and then it was Ace Ventura, then it was Weapons, and then it's. But I watched
I
it.
was only those two, and then somebody was like, "It's about weapons."
I know, but Weapons is so good, and then we disturbed you. Sorry, Cameron. Thanks for not taking it personally and killing all of us, though. But yeah, you're like, Cameron's got a list.
Oh, don't worry, I'll be performing the ritual later tonight.
That's right. That's right. It's like you've seen Billy Madison though,
He
right?
just needs to
Where
get her hair at the wedding.
no, it's freaking
Uh-huh.
Steve Buscemi where he's Adam Sandler calls Steve Buscemi. He's like, "Hey, I'm sorry I picked on you as a kid in high school," and then he like puts on
That's
some
not Billy Madison.
lipstick
That's
and then
Benchwarmers.
crosses the name off the list.
Oh no, that is Billy Madison. I thought that was Ben.
oh yeah,
Is that
that
Happy Gilmore?
No, no, that's Billy Madison,
it's
dude.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's amazing.
the dwarf.
The dwarf? No, no, no. It's
Steve
Steve
Buscemi.
Buscemi.
That's Benchwarmers is what I'm thinking of.
Oh,
That he
yeah, it
makes him
must be.
like he goes back and apologizes to the kid with the giant glasses and like he's in his castle or
Um,
whatever.
Yeah, that's yeah. But anyway, yeah, so watching this, I remember I was hesitant to start it because for some reason yeah, it's just like my relationship to anime. Like I'm just like naturally opposed to it. And it's not even like the artwork or anything. It's just like, oh, this is for kids, or it's gonna take itself too seriously. And it's just weird that it's a cartoon because part of me is like, just make it live action because like I would watch the heck out of this. I watched The Penguin, and this very much had that vibe of Penguin.
I did think of Penguin, yeah.
Yeah, well,
Except
you've
like
you've
part
you've
two
seen
though goes
DC's work
full.
with live action, Ty.
What's that?
So be careful what you wish for with DC. When you say just make it live action, they will, and
I
it will be
I
garbage.
enjoyed the
Oh yeah, you watched Shazam
Justice
too?
League.
Oh,
What's
you
that?
watched Black Adam as well? Interesting.
I just don't like The Rock Johnson, period. I think people are getting sick of him. I've always been sick of him. Like,
He's
I
great in
think I
Tooth
like
Fairy.
the last good movie he was in was The Rundown with Sean William Scott. That's the
No,
last good movie.
he's great in Tooth Fairy, and he's pretty
I
funny
never
in
saw Tooth
Jumanji.
Fairy.
I think he was great in Jumanji 1
Yeah, the first
Uh,
one
remake,
was really
but
good.
That's
then the
fun.
second one,
I
yeah.
think I even think that Girl and Jack Black were funnier than The Rock and Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart and Rock brought that movie down, but
I
Jack
like him
Black was
in
funny
I like
enough.
him in Pain and Gain.
And that was
Oh
another movie I
my.
didn't see. But anyway, yeah, I'm not a fan of The Rock.
That movie's so dumb. That's the most Michael Bay movie I've ever seen in my life. Maybe more than Transformers, if that's possible.
So watching this, yeah, like I enjoyed it though because there's so many inspire like the first half felt very much like Penguin with the family drama and stuff, and then two felt like an awakening of all the comic books, if that makes sense. Because like all the supernatural villains break out of Arkham, and then you have Scarecrow, Ivy, Penguin, Riddler, even like because like I've never heard of Count a Calendar Man.
I know.
Yeah.
I was
So
like,
creepy.
one, yeah, he's creepy, but it looked very scary. But it's just such a funny, ironic name. I don't know. I just find it such a silly name.
Yeah,
It's
well, it
like,
felt like the Suicide Squad bringing in Polka Dot Man. You're like, who
yeah,
the frick
yeah.
is
It's like
this?
I am the
Yeah.
calendar man. It's like, okay.
I
Like
am
just
the
a dumb
ballerina
name.
man.
But anyway, so the first half reminded me though of the Penguin, and it's like a mob boss story. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I actually think that Batman, the animated series or live action, just always benefits from like intrigue, mafia, mystery, corruption. Like it just that's like right where Batman belongs. It's home base, you know. So I think that stuff makes this show very watchable. So I enjoyed it for that. And then, like I said, it was kind of a pleasant surprise with part two being more like a comic book where you had the more, I don't want to say cartoonish characters because the show is still felt very grounded, but yeah, you have like Poison Ivy and Scarecrow and everyone else. So, and then more fantastic elements start happening. It's not just like assassinations and crime bossing. It's like you're under my mind spell and stuff. So it did feel like Halloween in that regard, where it's like, ooh, spooky. There's like a witch basically element to it. Anyway. So yeah, let's and
You
well
guys
after you watch it,
definitely would
yeah.
make me go last for two favorite things.
Yeah, I'll make you go last. All right, let's have Jordan go first because he's already straining his
Wait,
brain as
I
it is.
I clarified the reason I'm using a green screen is because my baby has stolen my studio, right?
We
Anyways,
get it. You
My
love being
wife
a
and I
father.
split up.
We
so
get it, Jordan. You're a dad now. All right.
I
Humble brag.
I know I'm not at four kids like Ty. Holy heck. How do you survive? I can't even survive with one
You
kid.
want one? I've got some to spare.
You feel like you're drowning, and then they hand you a baby. Um, this, what was I saying? Two favorite things. So, actually, I wanted, there was like a bunch of things I like. I was just wondering, Cameron. Um, I forgot what I was gonna say.
I was just wondering,
You were just wondering
well,
what.
anyway.
Somebody else want to go first while I think about it?
Grant, why don't you come up with two things that you liked about this?
Um, trying to think. I like the twist that they lead you to think that you're like all smart and you're like, ooh, it's the nephew doing the puzzles. You know, you're
It's
like,
Sudoku
oh, I
nephew.
guessed it first, and then Batman figured it out, and then he dies, and you're like, wait, what? So I kind of like that twist of like, oh, it's not him. Then who could it be? You know? And then it was very subtle screen time with Harvey Dent's wife that it was showing her a lot, but it was mostly because it was focusing on Harvey Dent. And so it was very subtle, like showing the character so that you recognize her when the reveal at the end, you
Dude, she
know.
just needed a hobby, man. Just give her a baby or something to look after. My goodness.
She was
That's
just
what he
so
was
like
trying to,
depressed, like
man.
he'd leave and she's like, my life is
I
meaningless.
guess I'm just gonna go back to
Okay.
killing people to get his attention. But no, I like it.
Could she
It-
not have kids? I know she had the guys did the forced abortion or whatever, but
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess that like
I wonder if that either made her infertile or if she felt like she could never have another kid again because of how traumatic that was, and she never even wanted. So maybe she like hid behind the reason of like, oh, I can't get pregnant.
what did they say? They scratched it out of her? Ooh, something like that.
oh, hey, I
Yeah.
thought of my favorite. Sorry, Grant, I'm jumping in.
that's fine, just
I
go.
loved Batman and Selina's relationship. I know you
Hmm.
mentioned it, Cameron, so
You
I'm
talking
sorry
about
for
Catwoman?
stealing.
No, you're good.
Yeah. Selina, I guess is her
Yeah,
real
well,
name.
he's always
Yeah,
like,
Selena
"Oh, I don't
Kyle.
need a partner," and then she always comes in and saves him.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah.
really liked their relationship. I was like, dude, screw Rachel. Catwoman's where it's at.
seriously, bro. Rachel's never been the answer in any like
It's
in
never
any
been the
iteration of Batman.
answer. You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers.
Yeah, I love their dichotomy is so interesting, especially because just like you were talking about, he is so independent, and like Catwoman also is so independent, but like she like wants to have someone to be dependent on. She just feels like she can't trust anybody, and I feel like Bruce just refuses to open up because in his mind, like that is the chance of opening himself up to someone else dying that he loves. And so that's why
Well,
he always just keeps everyone at a distance besides Alfred. And even
and
Alfred, he keeps at like kind of an arm's distance length
yeah.
away.
But like Batman and Catwoman are always like in a flirty thing, right? That's like
Yeah,
most of
for
the
sure.
comics. Yeah. Or
Yeah.
Batgirl, which is always Commissioner Gordon's daughter, right?
Yeah.
Spoilers if you didn't know. But
Which
anyway.
which
Secret
yeah,
identity revealed.
which I'm also less of a fan because in a lot of the iterations, she's like a teenager when she starts working with Batman, and he's like
Yeah.
young 30s when it starts. So I'm like, that's groovish, but because there's there right now, like in the current like issues of comics, Batgirl and the first Robin, Dick Grayson, are in a relationship. Because they're and but that's also to me a little weird because like almost like incest vibes just because they're like in the Bat family together, kind of raised as crime fighters. But I also get it; it's almost like a work girl that you have a crush on. But
We work together, so it's basically
The Bat
incest.
family, yeah.
well, yeah,
You
they
start
just
dating a
spend so much. They
coworker.
just
We're
spend so
basically
much.
brother and sister at this
They just
point.
spend so much time together, and the bag Bruce
Uh,
treats Dick like his son.
I will say,
uh,
having dated a coworker, probably not a good idea because if you stop dating, you have to still see him at work every
Exactly, that's the thing.
day.
And so
yeah.
that's
Now
that's
you're in
the
an
issue of
awful
doing
place
that
doing an
is
awful
they
job that
still have
you
to fight
hate to see
crime.
somebody that you had an
Yeah.
awkward relationship with briefly. Yeah,
Yeah.
not a great recipe for not
Yeah, and
great.
then imagine like their life is in your hands at times, and it's like, well, I'm
Yeah,
kind
you
of
have to
mad at
see
them right
them
now, so
where you might be tempted
I
to
might
just
just
let
let
him
Joker
die.
get in a couple more punches. But
So funny. Well, shoot.
oh yeah,
Grant, you
Jordan, that
shared
is
your
a good
two
part of
things.
it.
Jordan, did you have a
Wait,
second
Grant
favorite?
shared one, and Jordan shared
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Grant, I'll come back to
You
me.
going back and forth.
Just finish, and then I'll go.
I can't remember. Go.
Oh my God. I'm trying to think of like specific parts. I just like all the villains. Like I think that's
But do you
Batman's
think there's too
universe.
many? Because that was my first feeling the first time I watched it. I was like, eh. Especially when they shoehorn like Penguin in. It's like, come on. You just like,
I mean, I did feel like a lot of them just came out of the woodworks because, like,
See, but that's also
Arkham
just an Arkham
Asylum.
breakup. Yeah.
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 That's why to me,
I'm
I don't. That's why
oh,
Jordan, like, 'cause Jordan's like, oh, they're trying to incorporate. It's not like Spider-Man 3, where it's like these all three separate villains are like all of a sudden coordinated. It's like
right.
these are people who are just locked up next to each other. And they just broke out because of Harvey, and they're like,
mm,
yeah, sure, I'll take down Batman. I hate him.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like what Dark Knight Rises, they had Bane, they had Catwoman, and they had or did they? Yeah, they
Yeah,
had
and
Bane
Talia al
Mhm.
Ghul,
and
worst
then
Talia
Talia
al
al
Ghul
Ghul. Yeah.
ever. And then
Let's
her
not forget how
remembering
she
that she used to
dies
be
sitting
dead.
upright with her eyes open. That always makes me laugh. She's like, it looks so funny. Anyway, unintentional funny death. And I always forget. I'm like, how do they take out Bane? They shoot him with the bat bike. It's hilarious. It's like just
Yeah.
shoot him with a
My,
gun.
my,
It's
yeah,
so
Well, yeah,
funny.
he like
that's Nolan's
dies
biggest
on screen, but
Nolan's
like it's
biggest
just so
problem
like
is being able to kill villains. That's like his only flaw in those movies. He doesn't know how to get rid of them.
Yeah, I
It's
was
not to get
literally
rid of
thinking
him.
that when they were in Chinatown. I just like wish he was like Indiana Jones, where the guy's like doing all the kung fu and he just takes out a gun and
He
shoots
just
him.
shoots him. I mean, it kind of does. He's like, I'm gonna win this fight. Again, and then just
And then he just
boom,
well,
shoots
like
him, and he just slides
yeah,
across the
I did
floor.
like the
So
fight scenes.
weird.
Like the slow burn made the fight scenes like really
Yeah,
enjoyable.
holy cow.
see
When they
that's
get
what
to Chinatown and they're spinning those blades, I was like, this is dope. Like it
Yeah, and
totally
then
yeah.
like and then
cartoon.
Batman like actually like gets hurt from that too.
Yeah,
And
it's
then
like
like Catwoman actually needs to like save him too.
Yeah.
that was
So
dope.
I
That's what I
like
love
that
about
scene.
a lot of the animated movies. And that's the thing is I get it, it's kind of hard to do in live action, but on almost all of the animated movies, especially the TV series, almost every single episode's like formula is he loses the opening battle to the villain that he's later going to beat. And that's to me what makes Batman my favorite, like one of my favorite heroes, is because he always learns from that loss and is like, okay, what did I do? And then he like essentially like outsmarts them by saying, okay, well, if my weakness was this, then I need to create this gadget to overcome that instead of just being like, oh, I'm just going to fight harder. And it's like, which it kind of felt like in the Dark Knight Rises, where it's like, well, I'm gonna just unbreak my back, and then work and do some better push-ups and pull-ups, and then I'm gonna
I'm
beat
gonna
Bane. And
shoot Bane.
I'm like, you can't tell me
I'm
that
gonna
you're in
shoot
And then you'll
better
him.
be One
shape.
Punch Man.
Yeah, exactly. 100 push-ups a day, run a mile.
Oh yeah, but Catwoman, she doesn't have that thing about killing, so she kills Bane. There you go.
Yeah.
That's insane. Christopher Nolan, what were you thinking?
Well,
Uh,
Great.
also, yeah, no, but that's nitpicky. But I'm like, killing Ra's al Ghul, letting him die is so not what Batman would do. Batman,
No.
that's what I love in this is you see like that
That's funny.
humanity
I've
in
never
him.
thought about that. I don't
He
have to
literally
kill you. I
murders
don't
him.
have to
I don't
save
have to
you.
save you. I'm like, that is the exact opposite of what Batman believes. I'm like, you know how many people he could kill? I'm like,
That's
he
so
literally
funny
like
because
dives.
he
He dives off
literally does
building
that for
in the
Joker.
next
He
movie.
saves him
Yeah,
from falling to his death. Yeah.
yeah. And this is the dude that's literally murdered hundreds and hundreds. Like,
Hey, he learned from the first one to the second, you know? He's trying to be better.
but Jordan,
Unlike Iron
did you just
Man, he
remember?
forgot everything he learned in Iron Man
yeah,
1.
the
I've only
Grok,
better.
the Grok or Gogu. What's the big guy in the basement in the sewer?
Grok is
Grok
Grundy,
a
or
AI
Solomon
Goku?
tool.
Grundy,
Grogu?
What?
Baby
Solomon
Yoda, Baby Yoda.
Grundy.
Grundy. I was close. Grundy,
It's
Grok,
it's
Gogu,
it's Gumby. Yeah, Gumby.
Gogu. So yeah, I really liked how he like shared a Thanksgiving turkey with him because it's like it's kind of like his dysfunctional family. Like I just like
Wait, yeah,
that.
so what was the whole relationship with Solomon Grundy? What was he doing?
It kind of was like it looked to me like it was like I'll leave
Well,
you alone if you like don't
yeah. Well, so
do any
essentially,
bad stuff.
Solomon Grundy, I'm pretty sure like his origin story is that he was just like kind of like a Frankenstein situation where he was like brought back from the dead and like the person he loved or whatever died and so then he gets brought back to life and but his like bride is dead because that's why like the story is like born on a Monday, christened on a Tuesday, married on a Wednesday, sick on a Thursday, worse on Friday, and then dead on Saturday, and then resurrected on Sunday. That was the story. Like, and so that's the thing is he's like, so he's essentially like resurrected and has kind of no point of living. And so that's why he's just like such a loner. And so that's why I kind of like Jordan saying it is kind of Batman's dysfunctional family because it just shows like Joker always says like, what would you be without me?
Yeah, because there's a moment in Bad Santa I really like when he's with a whore and or no, she's a bartender. I thought she's a whore. Sorry, he's
Oh
with
my.
a bartender and
Common misconception. I've heard it both ways.
this kid that whose home he broke into to steal his stuff, and they ended up becoming friends, and they're like having a Christmas dinner, and it's like a very dysfunctional. But I was like, it just makes me smile because there's something about like really messed up people like coming together. I love it.
Thanks for that. Uh, that's good. So,
Grant, what's your second thing?
yeah.
Oh,
I've said like three things, but
oh, okay.
Yeah, Grant's
Keep 'em
already
coming,
shared.
the
Grant.
Leave
Come on.
some for
villains
me. Leave some for me and for
and the
Cameron.
fight scenes.
Yeah, I was listening. Cameron may have not have been. So I would say I like the it's funny. Every time I watch this, I'm always trying to guess the ending and everything. This movie borrowed from so many things. Like there's literally like if you guys remember watching Godfather. I assume you guys have all seen one and two.
Never seen it.
Oh
Technically, this
man,
comic came out before it, but I mean,
Godfather's actually really good. Just saying.
so Godfather technically is borrowing from this, but you know.
Just feels like one of
It
those
is
movies that's
not
like
borrowing from this.
everyone's seen it and
Stop.
I'm
you
saying
have to
this
see
comic
it.
came out before it.
It did not come out before Godfather. The Batman Long
It-
Halloween. How old is the comic? I guarantee you it's not over the 70s. When did the Godfather come out? 70s?
Yeah, because what Godfather part? He said something.
Well, yeah, he
Is
just says it's Godfather to you, and then
I'm
he throws him
almost
down the
100%.
stairs.
I'm 100% certain that Godfather came out before. Maybe, maybe not, but
I
the
did
Long
think of The
Halloween.
Godfather. It was pretty funny
Well,
telling you guys that.
and I'm not even saying like it's plagiarism. It's like there's homages. Like I
I love too.
like
It's like we lost one of our family members, and then you disrespect me. Now I'm gonna kill you.
yeah. So I was literally
But
thinking
yeah,
that when
it
he
came out in
throws him down this.
96, and I think Godfather was in like 70s or 80s.
Yeah, 70s I think. When was the comic?
96.
96. Oh, this is
Yeah,
definitely before. But anyway,
yeah.
but that being said, though, like I think it's cool when you borrow
Yeah,
from
70.
things like and kind of spin it because again, it makes Gotham just seedier, right? Because you're like it's not just the two mob bosses, but like a Godfather, which a figure that like runs this mafia, and I like two warring mafia families, Falcone and Maroni. I was gonna ask, are you guys Team Falcone or Team Maroni?
Batman.
Definitely Falcone.
I think Falcone's pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, see, at least Falcone has.
Falcone.
Anyone that has scars on their face, it's
Well, did you know
awesome.
those scars are actually from Catwoman? From
Are they really? That's
yeah,
awesome. That's freaking
That was a
awesome.
cool reveal that she's the daughter of Falcone.
yeah,
Well, that's always it's the story, isn't it? It was in the Batman too.
It was?
yeah. The Batman just copying another great thing from
Grant's
animated
like, oh
stuff.
what?
What's new?
Man, I
Yeah,
haven't
And
seen
Grant,
that
then
don't you
movie in a
remember the entire
while.
reveal why she stands over him?
and she
When she stands
assassinates
over
him
the
at the
dude
end.
from when the dude from Severance and is like, "You're my dad."
John Turturro. Hey, say his name. He's an actor that's earned it, man. He's got an acting career, dude. Don't mess with the Jesus in The Big Lebowski. Anyway, so yeah, so I like the it borrows from things from The Godfather, borrows things from its own source material with the comic and whatnot, but like every time just one weird thing that I really liked was I was like when the house blew up, I was like, oh no, Harvey Dent's gonna get burned and he's Two-Face, and then he was fine. I was
Yeah,
like, oh,
Yeah.
he's not a Two-Face. I'm like, maybe he won't be by the end of
that's what
this
I
Uh-huh.
movie.
thought.
And then the acid gets thrown in his face. I was like, oh no.
Hmm.
The bottle of
Perfectly
acid,
burnt
which
down the middle.
Yeah.
but no, it makes sense because like being burned like
Yeah.
that, either, in the show, he's gasoline soaked on this side of his face, and this one, it was acid. I remember in, was it Batman Forever?
Yeah, he throws the paper up on his
Yeah,
face
yeah, he's
to
got a
block half
paper
of
and
it.
it splashes his face. But even just throwing acid on one half of your face, it's perfect. It's almost cartoonish. But then I just thought, dude, with his
I'll eat through
nasty
concrete.
bandaged This nasty bandaged face. That guy crawled through the sewers, and I was like, "Oh no, that's so disgusting! Having your
That's I
face
saw
all
a
like
review that was
open
like
sores."
the most unbelievable part of this movie is that he didn't get
The
infected from Gotham's
guy
sewage system. I'm like, that's what I drew.
climbing through a sewer system with his face like
Especially in
that. Oh,
Gotham. I'm like, I know that stuff is
yeah.
nasty.
So, anyway, but yeah, so I like because I guess I am more familiar with Batman than I think I am because there were story beats where I'm like, I actually know a lot of these characters, but I don't mind a retelling or like a slightly different version
I
because
was
it's
actually
like,
glad though they didn't do show his parents' death, but instead like they showed. Remember, there was like a couple. I was like, oh no, is this a Batman flashback? But it was somebody else coming out of the theater. Do you remember
Hmm.
that? Oh,
Yeah.
maybe it did do a
It's
flashback for a
I,
No,
second.
it did his
no.
parents.
Well,
wasn't it
he
his
was
fear
hallucinating.
It
It
was
was
the
an
potion?
actual
fear
family. No, but
toxin.
it was an actual family, and then he's hallucinating, and he's saying, "Oh no,"
Yeah,
and that's why they're like, "Is he okay?" And he's like, "Oh, let's get out of here." Which is
yeah.
the right thing. I don't care if you're just a regular human and you see a random dude hallucinating in an alleyway. The number one thing is that, hey, how can we help this guy,
Yeah,
especially
yeah,
in
I
Gotham?
think that's how Bruce's parents died in the first place.
Yeah.
Make off with the pearls,
Well,
lady.
they did that tie in Companion. They were driving down the road and the girl's covered in blood, and the guy's like, I try some.
Oh yeah. Wait, did you see
I
Companion?
loved it. Yeah, because I saw your recommendation,
It
so I
it's
checked it
good,
out.
right?
Yeah, you guys should check it out, Grant and Cameron.
Yeah, Grant and
Which one?
Cameron. And I
It's
promise,
called
no,
Companion.
yeah, I won't spoil it, but there's no witchcraft. It's just a good movie.
Yeah, sorry, Cameron. No more witchcraft. None of that.
But it's good.
It is fun.
It's a good lots of good twists. Yeah. Um yeah, Jordan, we have to do Companion because there's actually a lot of scenes in there that actually made me laugh out loud that I'd love to
Oh yeah,
talk about. But
it was
anyway.
great. All right, sorry.
Um
Back to Batman. Batman's
yeah,
good.
yeah. So, but yeah, so anyway, those are my favorite things, right? Like the trying to anticipate the ending, but then like they're using familiar lore things that I know about Batman. And like I said, I'm always shocked. I'm like, I guess I'm because I'm always like, oh, I'm not a big nerd, but I've read some comics. I owned a comic or two of Batman, and I've followed like all the movies. I
When
watched
in
like
all the years I grew up with you, you never had a Batman comic. What are you talking about?
I got one when I bought The Dark Knight on Blu-ray, dude. It gave me the Two-Face Batman.
Oh, okay.
I should clarify.
You
Did
had
I
a
say
Jordan.
comics? I had one. But I read a few
Well, it came with the
others.
movie. I was getting the movie, but it
Yeah,
just
yeah,
came
yeah.
with.
Mind you, I wasn't buying the comic.
Don't worry, Ty. Your street cred is valid with me.
Thanks, Cameron. Yeah, I owned a comic. Yeah.
Well, it's okay. I did the same thing with
I
watch.
carried a Two-Face coin in my pocket, in my
I
wallet
have
for
one, yeah.
years,
Yeah,
dude.
those are cool.
And then I had my wallet sitting on my passenger side, and a cop pulled me over when I was in high school and asked me what that thing in my wallet was. I think he thought it was a condom.
Probably thought
I
it was
pulled it out. I was
drugs.
like, "Oh, it's my Two-Face coin for Batman." He's like,
And he's
"Get
like,
out of
this
here,
kid
you
Yeah,
gets
dweeb!
no
Get
women.
out of here,
a
you
face
dweeb!"
coin.
Oh no,
That's
wait, do you
sick.
have one
That's
too?
sick.
It's scratched on one side.
Wait, wait, is that my coin? Where did you get my coin?
It might be.
That's probably
I don't
my
know.
coin. Is the eye scratched out?
That's my coin.
Well, that's how it is
Mm,
on
yeah,
the.
that's how it
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
the
always
I
Two-Face
know
coin.
how
Yeah.
it is. I'm saying that's my coin. Thanks for keeping a hold of that. That's my coin right
I
there,
feel like
My
you
everybody.
gave it to
coin.
me.
I may have given it to you.
I feel like
And I
that
was
might have
like,
been a
don't let
Christmas
any
present. That
cops
vaguely
catch you
sounds
with it in
familiar.
your
I
wallet.
feel like that's something like you gave me like before you left on your mission or something.
Yeah, I flipped it and
You're
I
like,
was
if
like,
you're
I
ever
think
gonna
my own
murder
luck.
somebody, you have to flip.
Yeah.
Sorry, good.
I was like,
Heads.
you would
Best
leave
out
this
of three.
chance, and I'd be like, I'm not. And then you
See,
flip
also,
the coin
if
and you're
I'm
like,
Two
oh, it's heads on both sides. That's so great.
if I'm Two Face and like even with the now that it's like still now it actually 50-50, I'm just gonna catch it like this, and if it's the one I want, then I'm not flipping it on my hand. And if
Yeah,
it isn't, I'm like,
exactly. Which I'm
time
pretty sure he does some of the time, you know?
50-50.
Yeah, it's cheating. You can't look at it.
But
He's
that's
like,
what I
oh,
oh,
I got the
yeah,
result I
but
wanted.
that's what I like too is I love that his commitment to the coin is there's multiple times in because even I like that in the Dark Knight like Rises as or the Dark Knight as cheesy as it is that he like dives after the coin. Um, or I know I guess he hits him. No, doesn't he dive after the coin?
Batman tackles him off of the side because he flips it to
Oh,
flip for
because
Gordon's
there's
son.
there's like a lot of different ones where he like actually like jumps to his death trying to get the coin because it's kind of like that Joker similar thing where he's like I need to know. It's like for
Yeah,
him he's just like I have to know where what how it landed or whatever.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think the whole like or anyway, I'll get into you get into your two favorite things and we'll talk a little bit more about that. But Cameron, what about you, man? What are your two favorite things from this movie?
So hard to choose, but I mean, you guys have said a lot of the really good things, kind of similar to what Ty's mentioned. I think the coolest part about this is how I just love how many different animated or comics inspire live action movies. And so I love seeing a live action movie. Like I can just see Nolan reading a comic or like being told about a scene and or watching an anime movie and be like, oh, I really like that. I'm going to take that and put that in here. Because like, for example, like the Selena being the dad, like directly into the Batman. And also just I love having Scarecrow always on a horse. Like he's always escaping on a horse. And it always is just such a
That
like a
scene when he
Or
escapes and then he's on a horse, I was like, where the frick did he get a horse? And then literally like
yeah.
2 minutes later on the TV, it's like Scarecrow escaped taking one of the horses from the grounds.
Yeah.
Like
Because it
explain
could
that. I was like,
getting
oh, okay.
tasered in the
well,
face.
yeah.
Ah! Sorry,
Yeah,
I had to stop
because
it again.
like it's often kind of for sometimes they do like the work or whatever around the grounds.
Well, he looks like
But
one of the
I
he looks like
also
the headless horseman or something, you know?
yeah,
Good
100%. It's
imagery.
definitely that kind of homage. Um and yeah, I just think it's so cool seeing all these different scenes where you're kind of like, "Oh, I see how that kind of inspired that." And also I love that the like Bruce seeing his parents kind of it forced him into vulnerability with Selena because normally he struggles to kind of open up to those around him. And so him hallucinating, actually thinking Selena was his mom. And I love that Alfred kind of pieced it together. Afterwards, he was like, oh, it had to have been Selena. Like she was the one that helped them. And that's what he was like, well, my mom was here. Like she had to have been here. And he was like, she was with me. And then I think my second favorite thing about this is just it shows my favorite side of Batman, which I like sometimes when they try to show the dark, broodier side, and it's fun and it's great for um, like the action sequences and when Batman's beating in the face of an 18-year-old punk who says, "Who the heck are you?" But I'm like,
I'm
okay, this
justice.
dude, yeah, I'm vengeance, and then just beating
Or
some
vengeance,
kid's
yeah.
face in. I'm like, I don't know, that's really like Batman, because to me that is my favorite version of Batman. Is because to me Batman and Superman are the exact same person, like morally, but they just go about it so differently. And that's the thing is, I think Batman does everything he can to try to hide that he's actually like a good person and wants people to be happy. And that's why I love scenes like the dropping off the food for Grundy, and doing everything he can, saying like I still believe in Harvey. And like when the person was asked like this seems personal for you, and he's like it's because that's my friend. And I just love that like the reason because a lot of people say oh Batman is like he almost is capturing these people to let them break out just so he can have a job to catch them again. But I love that to me it shows that he like even though Superman's a symbol of hope, that's why I think Batman loves Superman so much because Batman's only essentially like goal in life is to believe in hope. It's because that's why he always puts them back in rehabilitation and doesn't kill. It's because like that's essentially like taking away that their chance to change. And that's what, as delusional as it is, that's like the only thing that can keep him going and like keep him believing that the city is redeemable is because it's like you see so much like evil and it's like even his parents like the idea that it's like maybe your parents weren't it's like your parents are the wealthiest people in this really grimy city. It's like do you think that they were super clean perfect people who never committed any like kind of dirty pockets? And it's like it makes you think you're like oh that makes sense. But that's what I love Alfred says. He's like they were great people who were young and sure they made mistakes and they weren't perfect. He's like but they were trying to do something good. And I think that is kind of what inspires Batman and what I think is the best part of him is him trying to save. And that's what I love is he almost cares more about the people than themselves. Is because like people like Joker and stuff like that are willing to die just to like achieve their point. But like Batman will be more worried about their safety. And in so many movies and like TV shows, he's saving the villain from a weapon that they created. Like a bomb's about to go off, and then like in Under the Red Hood, Joker's like, no, this is the perfect way for it to end. And so Batman has to literally tackle him out of a building so that they don't both explode to like a bomb he created. But so it's, I think that to me is what makes like the best Batman and what also makes him a super cool character. Because I think otherwise, if it's just like, oh, he just is vengeance and beating up on people, I'm kind of like, he's not a super like like he's not honestly a role model or like inspirational to me. I'm like, that is the best part about Batman is like, no matter,
Did
because
you
that's what he
like
always,
Matt Reeves' Batman, Cameron?
I definitely liked it a lot more on the rewatch. But that's
Yeah,
the thing is,
because you're talking about that theme. Because I lost it the first time I watched it. Because I enjoyed it the first time I watched it, but the more I think about it, I'm like, I do like that. Like, you have a young
Mhm.
Bruce Wayne who thinks he needs to intimidate and beat the crap out of people to the end of the movie where he's like, I can actually be a symbol of hope. And I'm like,
Yeah,
that's very interesting. Like, the whole
yeah,
movie, he's like, I just have to pummel as many of these bad do-gooders, like, until they all fear me. And in the end, he's like, I can actually just lead by a positive, hopeful example. And I'm so interested to see the second one. I know that they said that they're going to do one. I hope
yeah.
they do.
It's gonna be set a couple weeks after where the Penguin ended, so it's most likely gonna be in December because the
Interesting.
first one
Yeah, so it'll
ended right
still be in
around
that same year. I'm very
Halloween.
excited to see where they'll like, especially with an actor like Robert Pattinson, where he'll take it
Yeah,
because again, I think that was lost on me initially because I remember thinking like, oh, like they're doing this hopeful ending, but it was so bleak, obviously still. But I'm like, no, but like it is interesting. Batman's doing humanitarian aid. When's the last time we've ever seen him do that? He's
yeah,
always either just giving money to politicians that and trying to help Harvey Dent put away guys, and pretend to be a playboy and then fight crime.
Hmm.
And it's just really interesting where he
Well,
literally was helping people out of wreckage. And that just, I
yeah.
haven't seen that yet, you know?
Well,
So
and that's the thing too that I like is because I think that's why like the Dark Knight part is super compelling is I think Batman, the reason he cares so much about Two-Face is because Two-Face is essentially like everything that Bruce could never be. And
mhm.
he's just like that's why he's pushing him so bad is because he's like he wants to believe that people can be good and change like and do all of those things like in the light. And that's why I
Let's be
like where
real. This Batman did have a great noble lie, you know, just like with what's her face, the holiday killer gets revealed as Dent's
yeah.
wife. Again, the parallels between like Rachel Dawes choosing Harvey over himself and then Alfred burning the letter, the noble lie. This one where she's like, I did, you know, it's revealed that she's the holiday killer and then he like doesn't rat her out or whatever. He's like,
Yeah.
just stop the
Yeah, I need to
killings.
know that Holiday's dead. And that's the thing too is what I really like is on the rewatch. That was the thing is I was worried because I as it was kind of going I was like remembering all the twists and I was like oh is this going to ruin it for me? But I actually appreciated it more because there was I saw how many breadcrumbs there were along the way. Like when um Alberto Falcone makes a move on her and she's like ugh it's on Catwoman. She like is like disgusted by him at first. You're like oh it's is it because he's ugly? But it's because it's her half brother. And so
Oh.
that's why she's like, oh no, no, thank you, because like it's things like that
When
where
I
you're like,
kiss you,
oh,
it's like I'm kissing my brother.
yeah, and so that's the thing is it's little signs like that where you're like, oh, it was just like
But
explained by
Cameron,
something else, but then you,
I watched Jenna Fisher kiss Mark Hamill, no problem in Star Wars.
yeah, I know, and
And
then
then
you're like, oh,
have
they're
her
kind of a
say,
great
I've always
couple,
known.
and
And I'm like, what?
yeah, I'm like, huh? You mean you intentionally put that in the story?
Oh,
No, but yeah, but I think things like that, like on the rewatch, I was actually impressed as I'm like, oh, it is kind of laying those crumbs for the fact that it's like, oh, this is kind of a complicated family dynamic, and you see why Selena's so invested and trying to take down essentially the family name because it's like, oh, well, you have all this money because he's like, oh, why are you giving me this money? And she's like,
Can we
it's
just
like maybe,
acknowledge how much money that was? Like
yeah,
20 feet stacked
heads
yeah,
we
of
burn it,
$100 bills.
tails
yeah,
we turn it over. Oh, it's heads, burn it
yeah.
down, dude.
And that's the thing too I like is I love too the dynamic between um Harvey and Bruce is because both of them it's funny because like Batman is the dark and Harvey is the light but I love it that like both of them are struggling because Batman's almost like, should I try and be more on the light? Like we could turn this over to the feds or whatever. And then Harvey's kind of being like, oh, do I teeter more on towards the dark? And that's what I think is makes them a good like kind of. That's why Two Face is always one
Tenet.
of my favorite. One of my favorite villains
They become tenants.
is just I just think they're dynamic
Temporal
and to me
pincer.
it's always my favorite thing too that like Harvey doesn't ever piece it together that not only is because Bruce has always been his biggest supporter, but then also Batman is his biggest supporter. It's like his number one and two supporters are Bruce and Batman. And it's like you don't
That is
even know
cool.
that's the same person. And I just think it's so cool. Like to me, that is kind of like I was talking about earlier, is like like is the epitome of him, is he's just like no matter how psycho he is. And in The Dark Knight Returns, Jordan saw this, like you think that because they did a surgery to make Two Face's both sides of his face better and then he like has a mental breakdown and he's like look at me and have your laughs and his like face is like perfectly normal and he's like Harvey there's nothing wrong and you just see like the kind of the psychological toll because that's what I think is that's the one thing as cheesy as some of the like character motives are like from watching a billion episodes of Criminal Minds, you always have to look at like, oh, what's the catalyst? Like what made them kind of crack and become who they are. And it's always interesting like to learn these people's catalyst. That's why also Mr. Freeze is one of my favorite villains, because he's not even really a villain. Because that's to me are the most compelling villains. Because like I like Joker just because he's like essentially the anti-Batman. But like certain characters that are just kind of evil to be evil, it's kind of like, why though? But like I love it when it's kind of like a, oh well
Because
this
world domination.
and because that's the thing is in so many times like
You
Batman
only get
villains
what you
will
can take in this world. Is
that
that was the
yeah
thing?
yeah like Batman's villains the reason they became a villain is because of another one of Batman's villains like or like the Falcone family like so many times there's a person who was like that's how Clayface was formed was
Yeah.
because Falcone was like this mob guy or whatever who's working for him, just like,
Yeah,
oh,
they're
push this guy.
all a result of being tarnished by other crime, right? Yeah,
And
like
so that's the thing.
hurt
It's like
people.
it's hard because because he's like Clayface is like, how can you protect this man? And he's like,
Yeah,
you can't kill him. Like that's not. And he's like, this man is evil and done all these terrible things. And Batman's like, I know, but like, you can't be judged during execution. That's his whole issue with Harvey. He's like, if
yeah,
like you can't take the law into your own hands, like to that extent.
I love it. Well, Cameron, Grant, Jordan, do you guys have anything else you want to throw about this show? I think Cameron
Yeah,
did
I couldn't say more than
convince
Cameron,
me.
that's for
No, no,
sure.
but like I just want to say, yeah, I think it's fun hearing you talk about it because I'm like, yeah, there's a lot of philosophical things with Batman, which even makes it fun. Just on top of, he's a Cape Crusader that fights and beats up people with cool action sequences. There's this huge moral dilemma, right? It's like he has a hard rule, does not kill, but at times he is brutalized. He operates outside the law because sometimes inside the law is corrupt. So you're like, well, if it's corrupt, do two wrongs make it right? There's just very
Yeah.
interesting
Because then
things
it's like
about
he's like,
all of
oh, if we turn
this.
this money over, it'll be out in the street
Yeah,
in
it's not
48
gonna,
hours or whatever.
yeah,
And it's just like,
no.
uh so it's hard decisions like that where, and that's the thing, it's it's a total spiral with the city, and that's why it is so bad. Is because it's like if you don't trust the system or you don't put faith into the system, it's like it can never like reward your faith. But that's like you never want to invest any faith in it because it's like almost every single time that you invest faith, it's like, oh well, yeah, that politician actually got paid off, and then that person who
Yeah.
was going to testify got executed,
Or
and
you'll
so that's
get
what.
acid thrown in your face when you're trying to do
Exactly.
the right thing.
Yeah,
Put
exactly.
him in jail.
And so that's the thing is like it's just that's the one of the cheesiest parts of the Dark Knight is when he like points the gun at him and then it like jams and he grabs it and he's
I
like
recommend you buy American.
yeah. Like that scene I'm like okay, that's a little bit of cheese ball, but like that's the thing that I
I don't
think
think
is
so.
but it's things like that that I just think are interesting where you see you can only
Your
go so
Honor, I'm not
far by
finished with my
following the
question.
law.
I don't know what this is so corny about that, Cameron. What are you talking about? It was a great scene.
He got a gun shoved in his face. Ah, jeez.
I'll show you
And then
hostile.
Rachel being the most non-girlfriend response ever. If you're not getting a gun shoved in your face, then you're not doing your job.
Yeah,
I'm
which is
like,
so ironic because she broke up with Batman because he was too dangerous. Now she likes Harvey Dent because he's dangerous.
if that ain't the definition of women. But yeah, I just think overall it encapsulates it pretty well. And the thing I forgot to say is the last thing I wanted to mention was so the actual twist in the actual comic is the Roberto Falcone. He um, was actually what's called the killer, and he fakes his own death to prove his innocence. And the whole relationship never existed. So that's why the creators of the movie wanted to have a little twist for the people who had read the comic and everything, and so that it would be a little bit of a surprise. But what later was, she just claims to have been the holiday killer just because she wants. She starts to go insane because she's essentially losing her husband Harvey Dent to them because of his like heavy caseload, and then eventually loses him because of that. And so that's why she like kind of has a mental breakdown and just says, "Oh yeah, it was me," because she wants to have credit for the killing and like taking down of somebody who ruined her life.
Oh, interesting. So it is Alberto, right?
Yeah,
The
Albert. Yeah, and Alberto does it because he wants to prove to his dad essentially that he's like, you think you're like essentially untouchable because he essentially
right,
always dismisses him like you're just dumb and you always playing these
right.
stupid puzzle games. And he's
Interesting.
like, you think you're so smart
So
and
I'm curious, Cameron,
untouchable.
which ending do you like better now that you know both of them? Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
hard because I think the twist is like wow, but it's one of those things where I'm like, how did she escape Batman? And it's things like that where
Well,
like when I think about it a little too hard, I'm like,
she only escaped because didn't what's the sewer
well,
man?
oh, so
He
no,
stops
well
Batman.
that time
Yeah.
Harvey tackles him and he's like, "No."
Yeah,
Af,
Harvey,
af,
yeah, that's right.
yeah,
Harvey does it, yeah.
um yeah,
And then
but it's just it's
she
things like
speeds
that where
away
I'm
on
like,
a
"Oh,
boat.
I'm also like, so you went to Oxford and you became a professional marksman and also like connections to create gun. Like I don't know, it was things like that where I'm just like, there's a lot of things that were going
And
on
you like
behind
putting
this.
binkies
Cameron,
on
to
the
me,
cap of the
she puts
Yeah, I also
nipples on
didn't
the
get
top
that.
of
Yeah,
guns. It's obviously a
yeah,
woman, dude.
yeah. I'm
Who
like,
puts rubber baby nipples on a gun?
well, that's the thing is, I'm surprised that they didn't. I see. I do like the twist with the kind of the Minkies because it's like, oh, you forced the baby out of my life. I'm going to take everyone you care about because you took the only two people I cared about.
With the
Um,
baby bottle nipple.
She
It's
should
perfect.
have shoved the baby bottle in the guy's mouth.
yeah.
I did hope for that one scene where it's like
Just
the baby
one
bottle.
kill like that.
But yeah, I think I personally like the comic just a little bit better because it's
Yeah.
slightly darker, just because it's like, oh well, like this dude kind of staged it, kind of got away with, and I think
Yeah.
it's more interesting because then it's like, yeah, in your face, dad, you think you're so smart and untouchable, and I literally like am
And
killing off
it's
everyone in the family without
yeah,
it.
I
It is
I
very
agree.
similar
I
to
kind of like
it,
that
and that's
where
the thing is
his
you
motive,
even
yeah.
see that in the Penguin is there. It's kind of drawn a little bit of inspiration from that, where it's like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm gonna like show you how strong I am in the family. You think I'm not strong enough for this
Yeah.
family? It's like, oh well, I'm just gonna
After
kill
all I
all
do
of
for this
you.
family, you could just write
Yeah.
me out, you know?
Yeah, and so that no, much of
I can't wait for
sacrifice.
Penguin season two, dude. He's
It's not-
so
it's-
conniving, dude.
yeah, and so that's the thing
I
is,
asked for
and
extra
that's
pickles. They give me two. No,
and-
no more
and
pickles, it's just one.
that's what I love about the TV show Gotham too, is it shows kind of Penguin's upbringing and how he's always disrespected, similar to the Penguin show, and just
Mhm.
how they're always like, oh yeah, that Cobblepot guy, because in a lot of the canon, he's like came from a super wealthy family in England. But like his family is no longer wealthy, and so it's embarrassing because they're like, oh, 'cause especially with like all the Waynes
Well,
and all those
oh,
rich
I
families
thought
in
they
Gotham.
threw
It's
him in
like,
a sewer, but that was maybe that was
no,
just
yeah,
Batman Returns, yeah.
that yeah, it's Batman Returns. But yeah, so he comes from like a
Okay.
super wealthy family that is no longer wealthy, and so he always tries to flaunt the name and pretend that he is wealthy, and then everyone's like, this poor guy, and so he feels super disrespected and is always like kind of down on his luck. But
Yeah.
and so that's the fun thing is like there's always just people trying to like one up and make their way up to the
Yeah.
top, which just makes
Yeah, I
the
agree.
city so
Actually, now
bad.
that you shared that twist, I kind of like that one. I think it's cool that they did a different ending because it's like either story kind of works, and I like what you
Yeah,
said
and
about
it's like if you like that so much, just read the comic too. So
yeah,
it's like
yeah. But I
and
liked
so
I
I
like
get
the
the
ending where
creating it different.
again, like you said, it left a twist where you're like, oh, okay, yeah, they did that choice instead. So you are surprised because I think it's interesting to think about someone taking credit, like kind of like the copycat killer and prisoners, right? Where
Uh-huh.
she's like,
You,
yeah,
'cause, yeah,
I
she just
take the
wants to
credit
feel
for it because
like
she wanted to
she
feel
did
part
something. Yeah.
that, yeah, or at least
I
had
must have
she
been in a
if she had
rush.
been given the resources and the opportunity, she would have taken it, right? So she takes credit
Hmm.
for it, being like, yeah, I agree with this
I
and I
wish
would
I
have
would
done it.
have. Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I would have done it. I find that interesting too. So yeah, I think both stories kind of work. That's interesting to know the alternative. Thanks for sharing that. I
Yeah,
didn't
what
know.
Yep.
animated Batman movie is your favorite, Cameron? It's not this one, is it?
Yeah, what is your favorite? Tell us, Cameron.
It's between the Dark Knight Returns, which is the one where he's like a 30 or like a 45-year-old or like really old Batman after he's been retired for 13 years.
35 counts as old. Oh
No,
no.
no, no. Well, I mean, for
30.
what he does as Batman, like he's
I'm
practically an
turning
NFL football
33
player. Yeah.
tomorrow.
No, I think he's like maybe late 40s or 50s, maybe even
Ancient.
60s, and he's just like that's the one Jordan where he's like this mud hole is the operation table and I'm the surgeon, and then he's like compound fracturing the dude's arms. Um,
Sounds
it's
intense. What was
insane.
that one?
Yeah,
That's your favorite one?
yeah, that's the Dark Knight Returns.
Dark Knight
I don't think
Returns.
I've ever seen that. Sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's
It's
just because
also a
this
two-parter tie.
yeah, well,
Buckle
Sounds
up.
cool
and
though. If it's
because
Cameron's favorite, I'll
part
give
two.
that one a try
Well,
after watching
so
this.
part two is so part one is focused just on the mutants. It's like this gang that's taken over the town, and because Batman has been retired for like 10 plus years, um, like they've just overrun the city or whatever, and and so then he comes back out of retirement because he's like I'm sick because he gets mugged one night or whatever. It was so funny. The guys like pulled a knife on him or like, "Hey, come on." He's like, I want you to try. And he's like, oh, I don't like it when they're into it. He's like, we gotta get out of here. And so the guys like run away from him. They're like, this dude's crazy. But
Yeah.
and so he like fights the gang leader. And then part two is Joker
With the
essentially
lipstick.
Yes, that's a tiny part of it or whatever. But he essentially stages this whole thing to try to get he wants he like comes out of a stasis because he goes dormant and is in an insane asylum and just is like doesn't speak. He's mute for like 10 plus years. And then on this TV in the insane asylum, they're like showing on the TV. It's like and with the like the return of the Batman, and he's like the Batman. And you're like, oh
Where
shoot, you can see the start with the wheels start to turn. And then he like that's what I don't get why Jordan doesn't like it is because this Joker is insane and just murders people for fun. And he's like, oh, sorry,
oh,
sorry. And
where
starts
does
shooting
this
people in the head. It's crazy.
in this movie we just watched, Halloween, where does this Joker rank for everybody? I
I
don't
mean,
like
it
his
can never
look as
compete with
much.
Mark Hamill. Well,
Yeah.
it's funny because the reason that his look looks weird is because the comic look is literally like the craziest thing ever. It looks like something out of like Alice in Wonderland. Like he has like a super long jaw and like a crazy weird head. So that's why they tried to like be true to form while also being like, okay, at
He
least
had
it
like
looks like a
twice as
Joker.
many teeth that anyone should have, I thought.
Yeah, and his smile was just so wide. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
it's
it's good. I
really
mean,
good.
it's just it's it to me. And I saw a reviewer talking about this. If you can't get Mark Hamill, this is exactly who you get. And
Oh,
so I think this
I
dude is
thought it
like
was Mark Hamill. So
no,
Yeah,
yeah, it's
he
not.
did
Yeah,
good,
and so
yeah.
this guy is just essentially like the B version, like the B. I mean, A minus plus B plus version of Mark Hamill, but just because no one can do it quite like him. But I think my
Mark's still alive. I'm surprised they didn't get him. So,
well, he
Well,
remember what I told you, Jordan, that he
yeah, he
refuses to
said he
do it
won't
if
oh,
Kevin
voice it
that's
Conroy.
anymore
right.
because the
That's
Batman that voiced, yeah,
I thought the
passed.
Yeah.
Batman was the Batman guy.
No,
Man.
it's Jensen Ackles.
Yeah,
He's
Okay.
Jensen
he's
Ackles
he's
is
Soldier Boy in The Boys.
Boys, yeah.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
And
he's
he's also from
you watch
That's
Supernatural
what
and
yeah.
a lot of people really are wanting him as the Batman, but he's
There's
a
a new
tad
show
too
on
old.
Prime that's a lot like 24. He's like I can't remember what the show's called off the top of my head. My wife watches it,
I
but
would love him for the new
yeah,
James
really good.
Gunn Batman, but I think he's a tad too old because he'd be like 40 and David Cornsweet's like young 30. He's like
We got like
31 or
Tom
2.
Cruise doing action movies still, and Cameron's like, he's too old.
Well, I'm saying for the universe that they have. Because Batman and Superman are at the same age.
I don't
Yeah,
Because
know.
you
I don't
can't
want another sad Affleck smoking a cigarette, looking like he wants to kill himself again.
I don't
It's
know.
just good,
I don't know though. His Batman was unreal.
yeah.
But the only other Batman I would recommend besides because I think the top three in my opinion are The Dark Knight Returns, The Long Halloween, and then also Under the Red Hood.
Yeah, I
Okay,
thought you'd add that one.
the Red
Yeah,
Hood. That's
Under the
the
Red Hood is
Clayface,
so
and yeah, yeah.
no, that one's not Clayface. That Under the Red Hood is
Is that when Robin gets
yeah. So
killed by
it's
the
so
Joker?
Robin
Or
gets
did I
murdered by
spoil
the
it?
Joker. Well, it's the opening scene,
Clayface
and
is in
then
that one though, briefly. It's not all him. He's in that one.
oh maybe I think I know what you're talking about. The scene where he like
Yeah.
goes into the room. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just like a mob boss in it, but yeah, he's not the center focal, but yes. The Red Hood one is good. I agree.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the
that
only
one's
other
just
one
on
I've seen. So I'd be
that one
interested.
is it's just because
Text
also
us,
that it brings such
yeah,
a interesting dilemma too, where it's like,
text us
is
those
it okay
top
to kill?
rank your Batman, top five, because I'll watch the top two after watching Long
Yeah, that's what I
Halloween
did,
too.
Ty.
Give me your
I
top 10.
told
I'll
Yeah,
watch
yeah. So
two of
yeah,
them.
I said top three.
I did the
Jordan
same
loved
thing.
Jordan loved Gotham by Gaslight. It's essentially Jack the Ripper, and Batman is the detective on the case.
Oh, okay.
And it's pretty interesting just because Catwoman is a woman. She's trying to lure in the Jack the Ripper. Um,
Well, and then
and
the Dark Knight Part One I
yeah,
loved. Or was it
it
one or
is
two? One of them I just loved. The music's so
yeah.
good.
Well, it's you know the sleazy detective in Dexter who's like got the creepy voice who like figures out that Dexter has like the lady over at his new house.
Sounds
There's
familiar.
too many
Yeah.
characters, and I'm on
Yeah.
season 11, so I don't know.
I'll just, but he voices him, and he just has like that
Okay.
great, um, Batman Dark Knight Returns.
I
Yeah,
like it.
it's this guy. Oh, at least
So
it's like you
like
can't see
bright,
anything.
can't see anything.
Shing.
I can't see it.
Oh, he's so far
It's too
away.
small. You gotta push on the picture, Cameron.
Yeah, push it, push
Oh,
it.
okay, I recognize him now.
Is that Goggins? Oh no, no, I didn't know him. What was he in? He was in 24, I think.
I think he's at RoboCop.
Was he in 24?
RoboCop. That's what I recognize
RoboCop,
him from.
yes. It's
Because
Peter. I know the actor. What's
Yeah,
his
Peter
name?
Weller.
Yeah, Peter. Yeah. I was
Yeah,
like, I
so
know his name.
he voices the Dark Knight.
I
And
don't even remember him in Dexter. Man, forgot about that.
Yeah, that's blowing my
yeah,
mind. I'm like, I forgot
he's
he.
There's
he's a super small character. He just
oh, okay.
it's what's his name? The guy who's currently banging Deb, the other cop. He um hires him to figure out because he's suspicious about Dexter, and he's like, I can't trust anyone else with this information.
That's
But
right. That's
he's
right.
like,
I
I
do
think
remember
that there's
history.
something going
Speak
on, and I think he might
Speaking
be
of
that person.
cameos, Ty, if you finally watch Dexter, David Dasmalchian, he's in the latest season
Is he
of Dexter.
seriously?
Yeah.
Dude, that might just be the thing to so what I need to do is I need to find like a Dexter recap because like after hearing Cameron
Oh,
talk about it, I'm like, it has been like 5 years since I watched Dexter. So like
you can just get right into it.
I
Tonight's the night.
but it's continuing the story. Like if it was a different show,
He's
maybe, but
all you need
like
to know is he's a killer kills killers. It's
I
not, there's nothing
understand, but
to it.
like I'm
Jordan's
sure
telling
that
him like
there
it's his first episode watching.
yeah, I'm just saying it's one of the things that's
Because
prevented
he's
me
remember
from
he's
doing.
left that life behind. He moved to an island in the middle
I
of nowhere.
understand. So
Spoiler.
No, that's how. Oh shoot, yeah, I forgot. Cameron's still watching. I'm gonna stop talking.
yeah, yeah. Nice job, Jordan. Nice work.
I'm gonna block that out from my
Yes,
memory.
Okay, just never mind.
Hey, I'm so
Okay.
impressed that you never
well,
spoiled that she died. Otherwise, I would have been like,
Who?
what? And um,
Jordan's like, which
uh,
one?
I know. I'm like,
yeah,
there's a
yeah,
lot of
Jordan,
people
no,
that die.
who'd die?
Rita.
Rita. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
Morgan's wife. Well, they weren't married. They were just together,
No,
right?
they got married.
Oh, that's right.
They got married and had the wedding, and then they were going to go on a late honeymoon. And then remember, he was like, "I hope Rita's looking. I wonder if Rita's looking at the same moon tonight." And she wasn't, in fact, looking at that moon. She was in a bathtub bleeding out.
Good
You
stuff,
need to get
man.
on that.
But
It's a fun time. Like
I
Jordan
Add
said,
it
definitely
it's
to
a
do
my
recommend this.
list.
I
fun time.
definitely do recommend this movie if you are a nerd at all or just like Batman in general. It's it's very nerdy but enjoyable.
If you like watching R-rated cartoons, this is for you, man.
No, for real.
Good
Tamest
stuff.
rated R
Yeah,
I've ever seen.
yeah, seriously.
No,
It got the rated R
It's
because
R.
of the violence. Yeah, just part two, which
Yeah,
was
part
like
one's PG-13.
which is crazy. It's literally just because of like the shooting and killing
I
in
seriously thought it
the
was PG, and I'm like, whoa, low cut shirt for a PG movie.
no.
the bee had it coming, Jordan kept thinking. It modest Jordan reminds me of the woman on the board in Tommy Boy where she's like, and the horrors came into town.
I love doing stuff like that. I'm like, sinners must pay.
Jordan's literally the woman in the
Yeah,
grocery store
no,
clutching
he's
her
John
pearls and
Doe.
her Bible in the mist. Like
Jordan's
they have
John Doe.
sinned. They have brought
Oh,
this
the
curse
mist.
upon.
Yes, she was great.
That's Jordan. Jordan's like,
We want the boy.
we want the boy.
Yeah, she was
Offer up
great.
the boy.
The TV show was so upsetting because they killed her off in the first episode. I was like, well, this is
Like, that's
stupid.
the
I'm
best
like, she's
antagonist.
the
Yeah,
best villain.
that's so funny.
So dumb.
Good stuff. Well, freak, we end every podcast by sharing what we've seen lately and what we're looking forward to seeing. What have you been watching, Jordan?
I already said Companion, Cameron Grant. Watch it. I'll
Yeah,
text it
you
to you
guys should
guys.
watch it. It's a good Halloween watch for sure.
And then I also watched it. I've been basically following Ty. I've been watching all the movies you've been watching.
Sick.
Land of Bad. So did you know that's the same director of The Signal?
Yeah, that's so
That
funny you say
masterpiece
that
that Ty
because
hates?
I wasn't gonna say anything because I'm like, I don't know if you'll be like, oh, I liked it so much more or less, but I
I
watched it. It was good. Yeah.
I liked it about this. There the middle part I kind of like. But then
Yeah. It
I like the ending and I like the beginning. So
Yeah, I love Russell Crowe. I think Russell
So like the
Crowe
signal?
yes,
quickly like
dude.
top 20 now of favorite actors. I just love seeing
Yeah,
his stuff.
I think you're
He has
right,
so much
Ty. I didn't
heart.
want to say it because
I don't think you know what a bad day is.
but yeah, as soon as Unhinged, like I love big Russell
It's
Crowe.
called a courteous tap. It's light,
Like
it's nice.
you nailed it, Ty, when you said chubby Russell Crowe more. I'm
Yeah,
like, yes,
Joel
Yes, I want
Wilson.
Wait,
more.
who?
Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe, dude.
Oh,
Grant from Unhinged, the one where the guy was lit on fire in the chair and they said that he was okay.
He's gonna be fine. He's
He's gonna be
okay.
totally fine.
did you
Moving
see
on.
Unhinged, Grant?
Yes,
Yeah.
he
Well, I
watched that
know
with
who Russell
us.
Crowe is. I thought you were talking about someone else.
No. So Grant, you need to watch. He's in another movie, the Pope's
The
Exorcist.
Pope's Exorcist is
Grant, you will really
fantastic.
like it. He is so
Yeah,
funny in
Grant,
that.
I watched The Pope's Exorcist with Maddie. That's how good it is. It's
Yeah,
good. I mean,
Is
because
that
I
is that
don't
the
know
one
if
with Sydney
Elise
Is it a
would
Sweeney
horror
or
like
movie?
it,
no?
but it's a good
no,
movie.
What's
Is it
the
a
one with
horror
Sydney
movie?
Sweeney?
It is a horror movie, but it's more like a comedy action, which
I
is
can't
weird.
remember
Like,
what that was called.
what was that?
What's
What's the one with
the
Sydney Sweeney
the
type?
possession one with Sydney Sweeney?
That's the baby one, Immaculate, I think you're talking about.
Immaculate. That's right.
Yeah.
I
I
saw that
liked
trailer in
I
theaters
liked
and that
the
was
first
traumatic.
Omen more than Immaculate. I did like Immaculate, but the first Omen was way better. There was some awesome visuals and disturbing contortion with
I
it.
mean, first off, just I have a strong hatred towards just the Catholic religion in general, going to a Catholic school for 2 years. And then the fact that there's paranormal stuff with it too. I'm like, oh, two of my least favorite
Oh,
things
two
in
of
one
my least
movie.
favorite things. That's so funny.
The
Yeah,
Catholic,
no,
ch- the
yeah, not
Catholic,
for you,
dude,
Cameron.
nuns. Grant, do you remember that nun that used to just stare at us while we wouldn't say the Father's Prayer or whatever? And was just that stupid whore, dude.
I
Do you
think
remember her,
she
I do
Grant?
not
is
associate
horrible.
myself with the opinions of my brother.
Do you remember her though?
Are you talking about like the
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 short
principal
little
lady?
one. Yeah.
Grant was too busy
The
swearing up a
nun?
storm.
She wasn't a nun.
Whatever she was.
She was just the
Can't you see
principal.
this woman's a nun?
No, she definitely
Uh,
was something in the church.
last movie I want to mention is
Yeah,
The Night
Jordan
Come.
mentioning movie. Jordan, they can just
yeah,
check your
Jordan's on
letterbox.
one,
Jordan,
dude.
just let them,
Jordan's
dude, just let
watching
them
my
check your
movies and
letterbox,
There's
he's
Jordan.
only
happy. Yeah,
there's
Jordan, they
only
can just check
three,
your letterbox.
just check your
and
letterbox.
these are
Stop
all on
talking.
Ties. Ties basically going to talk about these
Jordan, they
movies.
just check
No,
your
yeah, but
letterbox.
I'm glad you're
I
watching them.
The last one that I watched was called The Night Comes for Us, and the reason I'm mentioning this,
It
Ty,
comes at night.
no, yeah, so this director, he, um, I mean, watched a
David
couple of his.
Michaud.
No, I've watched a couple of his
You
stuff
could.
because he does like the VHS movies, and oh, he's one of the many directors, and
Mm.
he usually does the segments that I enjoy, but his movies feel like The Raid, and he actually has like basically all the actors from The Raid.
The
So
Raid. Oh,
yeah, if you want to watch a movie like The Raid, I'll text you this one, Ty. It's called The Night Comes for Us, and it's just like
sounds cool.
super brutal, and the action's kind of fun. So
Sounds sick, dude. Yeah, I'll check that one out.
yeah, I'll text it to you. It's on Netflix.
Awesome.
So,
Grant,
anyways,
thanks for sharing,
Okay,
Jordan.
are
Fun,
you
dude. Yeah.
guys getting the error message that it's like this isn't your home screen for Netflix, or is that just me?
this
That
isn't
it's like
your home.
This
how do I
isn't
get
your
by
home.
that?
I
Yeah,
I did
how do
I
you
get that
how
on
do I
my
bypass
laptop
that?
Whose
if I
house
try
are
and
you
sign
in?
in.
I-
I get that on my laptop because I
Is there a
think
way to
we've
get
hit the
around
limit.
it?
Well, I think we've hit the limit of like the number of devices that
Sign-ins?
can be permanently
Yeah,
signed in.
it's so dumb.
Now it's all temporary
They're
beyond
they're
that.
cracking down. They don't want you
Hey,
sharing the account.
cancel your
It's
Yes.
so
Netflix
stupid.
subscription. This is the second time we're doing it. We did it for cuties. Then everyone just went back to Netflix, and then we're supposed to cancel
I
it again
never cancel it,
because
and I also never watched
all the
Cutie.
creepy programming toward kids. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
Luckily, my only child has the brain of, a special needs kid, so we're good. And
your
doesn't
fur
speak
baby.
Oh,
English.
you're talking about your dog. I was
Yeah,
like,
he's
you have a
his
child?
dog.
That thing right
Jordan's like,
there.
you guys are pregnant.
I I forgot that people call their dogs childs.
It's literally there's
It's
nothing different.
Dog
They're the
people.
exact same.
I have two dogs and four children,
And it's even
and
better
my two
because as
dogs are
soon as
making more
she,
messes than my kids right now. So I agree with Cameron.
that's all I'm saying.
Poop
They
on the
still wake up
floor,
in the middle of the
poop
night and need to go
on
poop. It's the worst.
Dude, there's
But
nothing
then I
like
can throw
hearing
them in a cage every once in a while and there's no
the
complaints. And I just
throw
go, shut
up.
up. Dad, I threw up.
So annoying.
Anything else, Jordan?
Yeah.
No,
Well,
you can check my letterbox if you want to hear my other crap because I watch a lot of crap. It's Jordo
I
now
can,
I'm
I
starting
can,
to
I
understand
can,
Jordan
I
when
can
he
attest
says
that
that, Cameron.
Jordan is
He's
just like
ashamed of what he's watched lately.
yes. If you go, I always go through his like recently watched or whatever, and it's like 1 star, half star, 1 star, half star, 2 stars, and then it's like, and it's like 2 stars. I actually sort of like this one, fun action, and then I'm like 2 stars. I'm like that
Two
is the
stars.
They've lowered the bar so low. So when I
I know.
finally
That's
watch
what
one scene that's good, I'm like, okay.
no,
George just
all
garbage
my
yum
movies are
yum
like
lately.
fours. I have like a ranking in my head where I'm like, it's good, and I'd recommend to others four, you know? But
Well, yeah, I've literally
uh,
been watching like everything from your list. I'm like, oh, going down it.
we got
So
some good movies there. I've been busy.
yeah.
Um, Grant, how about you? What have you been watching? What are you looking forward to?
Watched 3 movies. I rewatched It Follows. Didn't enjoy it as much on the rewatch.
Oh my
I think
gosh,
it's
I love
more
it
short.
more on a rewatch.
I'd
I
be
think it's
having
more
I'd be a
short.
sex having machine if that was the curse, bro. I'm not taking my chance. Are you kidding me? People are like being weird about it. Like, what are the SCDs? I'm like, SCD? Are you kidding me? There's literally a demon following me.
Yeah. Well,
Dude, that
like to
song,
me, it was
whenever
more of
that
a short
music
film
plays when the
concept.
oh, go
Oh,
ahead,
I
sorry.
was thinking It Comes at Night. You said It Follows. I'm like,
It
It Comes at
Follows.
Night. What are you talking about?
Jordan's like,
I need to
sex having
rewatch that
machine.
actually.
Jordan, you
Isn't
haven't
there your
showed me one
family?
shred of evidence
Well, I
yet.
was like, the guy did go for the girl, so
Anyways, yeah. So I
Yeah, man,
didn't
Joel
enjoy it
Edgerton, something
as
But
about him,
Grant,
much.
Jordan, just
the
gets me
music
going.
though, Grant, you didn't like the music because the music is made by a guy that makes video games. So it's just like I thought you would love
It's
that.
very
Yeah.
Stranger Things vibe. That's
Dude,
also why
that
I'm surprised you
freaking
don't like it.
song that hits when the grandma comes into the high school is the scariest sound I've ever heard in a movie. It's so jarring and creepy with the visual. And I work with seniors, and that grandma
It,
wasn't even half as scary as half the people I meet. But my goodness, with that music playing, she
I,
was terrifying.
And Grant,
yeah, I
they're
can't
work.
imagine a worse thing than an indoor high school pool in the dark. That might
Oh,
be worse fear of mine than being attacked by a demon.
They're working on
wait, so Cameron, you
oh
saw It Follows?
Yeah,
Oh, dang,
yeah, I
dude.
showed
That
it to him.
looks pretty messed up.
Yeah.
yeah, it definitely was borderline.
I still don't understand, Cameron. Yeah, it's borderline. Okay, at least you
It,
acknowledge it was borderline.
Everything's borderline or it crosses
Dude,
over.
that hallway scene still gets me to this day, dude. It's just like, what? And then the freaking big
See, but I also think
blood
watching it
guy.
alone versus watching it with someone, I think also affects how much it affects me.
Oh,
And
yeah.
also like the time of day of watching it. See, because I even tried to watch Weapons during the day because I knew of it, but still just watching that hand, man, I literally can't get the I can't get her face out of my mind as well.
Gladys, dude,
There was
she's
multiple
so
there was
good.
multiple times I
Dude,
went
I
to
was
bed
thinking
just
of
thinking
going as
about her
Gladys
face,
for
and I'm like,
We've
Halloween, dude.
officially scarred our brother.
I was gonna go as Gladys for Halloween. I'd get a little red wig and short crop the
just shave
bangs.
your head tie.
Yeah.
Punch yourself a couple times so it
I'll just carry a
inflates.
little black potted plant with me, you know. I thought that'd be good.
Start scraping it.
And
Oh,
then
Grant, they're making a sequel. They follow, and I think it would be freaking sick to see explore like people trying different
Is it
things
they
to
them
stop
follow?
the. Oh my gosh! And I just
It's just this big fat big beached whale of a person with blue hair and nose piercing with a No Kings t-shirt on.
oh my gosh! Sorry, Grant, keep going.
They them follow. You can hear it like it shows the scene from Jurassic Park where the puddle is like rumbling. It's
oh my gosh.
Oh jeez.
sorry. I'm having too much fun. Okay, sorry.
um,
They them follows
anyways.
us. And like sorry, last thing I'll say, and then from a distance you hear her just rambling about Trump just yelling about equal
Wait, Ty,
rights
have you seen? I need to send you. There's a
white
clip
privilege.
of that people intercut the scene from 300, and they're like genderquake, and like all the people are like, "Our body, our choice," and they're all screaming it as they get closer.
That's
That
pretty
sounds
good.
so funny, dude.
And then the guy's screaming, he's like, "You're biological men," and then the guys have a heart attack. It's pretty funny. I'll send it.
Amazing.
That's
Anyway,
funny.
sorry. They them
Sorry, yeah, this
follows
went
is
way off.
so
And
funny. I'm
then
sorry. I don't know why. It follows.
the last two, I watched Midsummer. That was a mistake.
Dude,
Uh,
Was that your first time,
all
Grant?
you would have had to do is just ask me if you should have watched it. I would say, unless you're
well,
trying
I
to see
watched the
people's
trailer and
heads
I was
get
like, "Ooh,
hammered
this
in.
looks really interesting." Did no research about this movie
What
and
movie?
like
Sorry.
just what
Midsommar.
Midsummer.
Midsommar.
Uh, you didn't
Yeah,
like it?
I would argue like there's like a whole third of that movie
Like
I
it
don't
seemed
care
like
Grant,
there was a
you
deeper
Grant, you have to
message
remember
that just like
who
went over my
made it.
head.
Yeah.
Remember, what did I say about somebody who needs serious psychological help? Ari Aster, bro. You want to watch something even weirder than Midsommar? Watch Beau is Afraid, and then you will truly be like, "What the actual fudge am I watching?"
There's that weird cultish sex scene that's still not as weird as all the women crying together.
That wasn't, yeah. Like I feel like the messaging was like this
Okay, but
community with
that
for
book
broken
scene,
people.
that book scene when he takes a picture of the book, that is actually the freakiest shiz ever, bro. Absolutely
Mm,
not.
yeah.
Are you talking about the kid that hits him with a hammer?
Yeah, when he just like, well, he gets into the room or whatever, and he's like, and he's like, see the
Yeah,
flash or whatever, and super lines like,
taking
oh
pictures,
shoot,
yeah.
and then it's like,
Why
That
can't
that
they
kind of
just
reminds me
make
like
of
the
the Texas
simple
Chainsaw
rules of the
Massacre.
community? They all deserve it. The bee had it
Like I
coming.
love the oddity
shut up.
of the community and just like people from the outside coming in and like, observing just these things that are
I
so
agree, Grant.
bizarre to them.
It's
But then
one
it
that
just
I think
like,
is extremely well done, but I would never in 100 years recommend to anyone ever.
Yeah.
no, never.
It's a
I still
definitely
Um,
enjoyed it. I thought the ending was
well,
pretty
too, like in
bad.
the trailer, like
also talk about the
it
worst
has her
relationship
like
ever.
lifting off the ground. So I was like, something crazy is gonna happen, and that never happened. So I
Oh
was
wait, what?
expecting that.
Who lifts off the ground?
In the trailer, it
Sure,
shows
not
the
talking
girl's
about the
feet
witch.
like lifting off the ground.
So
Are you
there's a
sure?
there's a,
I'll
a,
watch
a director's cut that's apparently has an extra hour of footage, and I'm like, holy cow!
it.
So
And it's just 30 minutes of all them synchronizing their crying together.
And then another 30-minute orgy scene.
It's
but
just
so
it
He's
there
like,
shows the
that's
scene of them
You
like
missed out on
stretching
all
out that guy's
this.
skin or whatever.
I
Just a quick side rant. Amadeus, you're the worst movie ever for only releasing the director's cut of that movie, bro. That is the only one that is available in any streaming
no
service ever.
okay.
Is only
So
the director's
they
cut.
just
Like,
recently released the theatrical cut, and I just bought it. Sorry, Cameron.
no way. Oh
If you want, you
my
can watch that
god.
now.
Wait, have you watched Amadeus, Cameron?
Oh boy,
So
have
Cameron
I?
went through the top 100 on
The
I remember I
IMDb,
was
the
there
top
when
1.
he was watching it. Like I would like come
Grant
in and
walked in
out
and he
and
was like,
like,
"What are you
yeah, and
watching?" And
Cameron's
I'm
like,
like,
this is
"The
the most
worst
boring
movie."
shit I've ever watched.
It's because the problem is I like went through all of the good ones and then I saved like the longest 10
Right.
for last. And so
IMDb top
I watched
100
like
or whatever.
Seven Samurai, which is like 4.5 hour runtime. And then I saved like Amadeus, Three Brothers, like all the like Indian, like it was like a Bollywood film. And then like it was always like 3.5 hour movies that are just slow. And it's like, oh, the character development. And I was like,
It was so impressive. You could see the character change over time. It's like,
yeah, I'm like, well, 4 hours, I hope so.
Yeah.
let's wrap this up. That's so funny. Wait, so real quick, help me understand. Is Amadeus like a glorified version of Mozart, or is it like supposedly kind of
No,
semi-accurate? Like,
I
what
think it's
is
pretty
this?
accurate. It's
Yeah.
essentially, it's kind of the way I would like,
It's like
the
Bohemian
way I'm sort of,
Rhapsody for
yeah,
Mozart.
I would say it's like Bohemian Rhapsody mixed with kind of like Wolf of Wall Street, where it kind of shows like, oh, it's cool, but at the same time, it's like, but he's kind of
Yeah.
was not a really good person. Like he was amazing at what he did, but like as an overall human being, wasn't kind of a good guy.
Dude,
And
now you're making
essentially,
me want to watch it for some reason.
okay, so yeah, see, Wolf of Wall Street was a bad comparison because Wolf of Wall Street is entertaining the entire time. Just imagine all the best parts of Wolf of Wall Street gone, and then it's just that.
My money is taped to you. What did he say? My money's taped to your boobs. Technically, I own you.
Yeah,
All right.
and not having Martin Scorsese write the script.
Yeah. All right. Let's hear
What
from
else, Grant?
Last movie was Cuckoo.
that
It's
was a cute.
interesting.
That was a fun
What'd
one.
you think, Grant?
Yeah, I mean it was enjoyable.
It
I
Like
was all
thought
right. It's
thriller.
so
what's
What is the?
forgettable.
Isn't the end like a demon or an
Cuckoo.
alien or something?
It's a ancient species that a scientist is trying to preserve.
It's Dan
It's
Stevens is the
Yeah, Dan
doctor.
Stevens was the best
yeah,
part. I
He was
admit
the
yeah.
best
that
part.
he was good. The
I think
rest
the
of
Yeah.
monster looked creepy at times, but you know what I kept thinking of? I kept thinking of that Neon Trees music video, Everybody Talks. Literally the same looking creature. I know it
Sounds
sounds
Grant,
weird.
crazy,
Weird
Paul.
pull, but it literally
Yeah, I
is
feel
the
like it
same
was
look.
just like I don't know. Like I liked the horror part of it and then just like I like the twist at the, or not twist, but I like the like pitting the two guys'
Isn't it the trans
motivations
that
against
is
each
that main
other.
role
Yeah, so
from Euphoria?
Euphoria chick, yeah.
It's literally
And
involves like her with the threat of being pregnated, and I'm like, are we just like assuming that she is a woman in the movie because then there is a threat of her being impregnated, or
Otherwise, he's like,
it
yeah,
just makes
take
me
your best
laugh.
crack at it.
That's like that alien demon is in for a big surprise, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, he pulls down your pants. Ah, this is not what I signed up for.
That's all I'm saying. It's just
Uh,
weird. I just don't understand it because I'm like the suspense is kind of ruined
More
if
penis than he bargained for.
yeah, it's like I don't know. It's a scary if any of us on this pod were to be pregnant.
well, oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you after. We don't need to get. Gonna get canceled.
We don't want to get
Anyways, that was
canceled.
the last movie I
We're gonna
saw.
lose our
So
400
next
subscribers.
person.
We've taken us 8 years to get here.
Correction, only 5.5.
Yeah,
Yeah, five
yeah,
and a
five
half
and a half.
times
Excuse me. I over exaggerated,
Yeah,
but I didn't
how
exaggerate. Listeners, we've
and
reached
almost 400
400. We should
episodes.
celebrate.
that's a subscriber an
That's a
episode.
subscriber an episode.
I'll give you guys an
Guys, another
insight.
5 years and we're gonna hit 1,000.
That's like 100 a year.
That's like $1 an hour.
What it makes me think of though, and every time people ask me that I know to listen to the podcast, I'm like, it's Futro, and then like I just move on and change the subject. They're like, oh, let me check in your podcast. I'm like, don't, don't want anyone I know personally to listen to this.
I know, which is so
I'd
funny
rather
because
just have me.
when we first started this and I had only one episode, I was pushing on everybody. I'm like, oh, yeah, check this out. This is amazing.
Now
You
Jordan's
gotta
like, I
check
don't
out my
associate with this
podcast.
podcast.
Yeah,
It's
now
it's
I
not my
Even
podcast. It's
though
my
I'm on
brother's
it every
podcast
week.
that I'm on every single week, but
Not my
it's not
podcast.
my
It's not my podcast
podcast.
anymore, but you should check it out.
I know it says Jordo, Cam, and Ty, but it's not my
Oh,
I
podcast.
speaking
removed
of
my name
which,
from it.
guys, we're coming up on
Oh, it's just Cam and
350.
Ty.
Yeah.
We're coming up on 350. We have to come up with another list. I was thinking of like top 10 something, we'll have
Top
to help
10
me think of
animated
it.
Batman movies.
Anything but that, please. Good
Or
stuff.
I'd even be down to do top 10 like animated movies in general.
Animated movie.
That includes like old like Disney like Shrek and Hercules and all that stuff.
Well,
Or even
you
like the
said Disney
Spider-Verse
and
and
Shrek. It's not the DreamWorks, but yeah,
I
I
know.
know what you meant. I know what you meant. Well, I was gonna say we should exclude any well, actually, I'd still be interested to say over
Disney
top
movies like Shrek.
Because I also want to see like what
Shrek,
animes
Kung Fu
also would make
Panda.
it all the DreamWorks. That guy's just rolling in his grave right now. Like, it's not Disney.
Well,
Yeah.
he's rolling in his grave for what Disney's turned into. Oh my gosh.
Might get DC, could turn things around.
I don't
Shh,
know.
don't
Does
even
Disney
put
like
that bad
Jews yet? I
juju
still
into
feel
the.
like they dislike Jews, so we might be still pleased with it.
I actually thought that too.
That's crazy.
Oh shoot! Oh, we're going to hell for that. Listeners. Well, Cameron, I'm sure you have a long list. I only have a few movies. Jordan touched on a few of them, but they were older watches that I did. So one show that I'm
Yeah.
watching before I forget it was I watched Jesus and Jonathan. It's the actor who Jonathan. Why can't I forget his? Uh, I
Why
can't.
can't I forget his name?
Yeah, well, yeah. So Jonathan plays the actor Jesus in The Chosen. I just can't remember his name for
Oh.
some reason.
Oh yeah, the Jesus
Oh,
Revolution or whatever.
Jesus.
Jonathan
Yeah.
something.
Oh, Jesus.
Wait, it's a documentary and it came out between season one and two, or sorry, uh, two was finished and they were going to start three, season three. And so it's Jonathan's like talking literally about playing the role of Jesus and the fact that like it's such an iconic character and like he was just like a nobody actor really that played a few small roles and stuff. And so this really major breakout role playing a character as significant as Jesus. And it's really cool. Like all these different pastors, he got like all these I was gonna say Latter-day Saints. He had Brandon Flowers, the singer of the Killers, who's a Latter-day Saint. he interviews him. He talks to him. He talks to a bunch of pastors. He talks to Jewish pastors. He talks to Catholic. He literally meets the Pope. It's pretty sick. Like it's literally like a very interesting like reflection on religion and playing a role like Jesus. It's just so interesting. And I highly, highly recommend it if you haven't seen it. But it's a really good show. So it's like, I think it's 5 episodes long and it's a
You
documentary and
said the
it's just,
Pope, so I'm not in.
yeah,
Unfortunately, that falls into Catholic realm.
yeah.
So.
Has the Catholics in it, yeah. I mean, it's literally, it's not even a full episode. It's literally like 5 minutes he meets the Pope, but yeah. Anyway, um, it's just really cool because like it's interesting to hear like all these theologians talk about the role of Christ and who's played him in the past and oh, I'm gonna think of his name in a minute. Jonathan something. It's driving me crazy that I can't remember. Anyway, but yeah, it's called Jesus and Jonathan or Jonathan and Jesus, and it's just so good. So highly recommend it. If you even remotely like The Chosen or watched all of that show like I did, the documentary is really, really good. So it's on Prime right now, so I highly, highly recommend it. Um, and then what else have I watched? Um, yeah, Casper and the Nightmare Before. I watched Wrong
Jonathan
Turn.
Rumi.
Jonathan Rumi, thank you. Yes. I literally was thinking of the word broom. I was like, it's Jonathan Broom? Bromy? Rumi. Jonathan Rumi, thank you. But anyway, he plays, like I said, the actor Jesus in Chosen and the character Jesus. Anyway, it's the Wrong Turn. Wrong Turn. You guys remember this movie? This was the
Of
pre
Oh
course.
my gosh, the
You mean
dumbest
the
movie ever.
you
I
mean
don't know why I
the
thought I
RV
would like
movie?
it on
So
rewatch. I
bad.
liked it less on rewatch. The first viewing was definitely better, but I remember
Wrong Turn
thinking
is
I
the
liked
RV and the gouge out the eyes, right?
Yeah.
You were to be banished into outer darkness or whatever. Like
And
hot
then
poker
like
out
doesn't
their eyes.
the one dude like want to stay at the end?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. The
Oh
boyfriend's like, I found my
Why?
people here, dude.
my God.
He had
So
some drinking
dumb.
buddies, dude. He was super happy. And then yeah, and then
Oh
Jordan
my
mentioned Land of the
God.
Bad. It was like watching Land of the Bad reminded me a little bit of Covenant for some reason.
Yeah, I thought of Covenant and also Behind Enemy Lines.
Enemy Lines, that's a good one too to compare it to, but it was good. And then yeah, I'm a huge fan of Russell Crowe.
I
I
always
think
get
he
behind enemy lines and the thin red line mixed up.
Very different.
yeah.
Oh,
Well,
really,
stop
Jordan?
it, Cameron.
Their title is almost the
Don't.
exact same thing.
Well, yeah.
And then I'm trying to think. I think I watched another show. Why can't I think of it right now? Another limited series or
F1.
something, but
Oh,
yeah, I've probably watched something else. Oh, I keep going back to Jeremy Clarkson's World Tour, a GT World Tour or something like that, the Grand Tour. Anyway, it's the guys that do the what's the show? Top Gear. They're so funny. Jeremy Clarkson, James May, and Richard
mm.
Hammond. I think they're the three funniest British people on the planet. Like their show is about cars, and yet I love watching it. And I know nothing about cars, nor do I like cars, but their show is just genuinely funny. Like the three of them riffing off, it's just like three comedians basically with their British charm and everything. And there's so many
Yeah, I've
memes
seen
from
so
it
many
that I
clips from that
watch, and I'm
show.
like,
Yeah.
that's where the meme came from. It's from this show. It's
Sometimes my
so weird.
intelligence
And
is
sometimes my
friend.
brilliance is friend.
Have you guys watched any of their shows or not? Like,
No, I've only heard about it.
I
and
just saw
I
I'm
also
I'm
highly recommend
curious.
Clarkson's
I saw
Farm if you haven't
his
watched that.
cool story about him like driving home to see his dad before his dad passes or whatever.
Wait, what was that, Cameron?
He's like drives a car that goes he like goes because he finds out that his dad's not doing well and then he like drives on a drive that would normally take like 3.5 hours and it got there in like an hour and 15 because he was going 180 like he just talks about how he's like that is he just talks about how that is something that money can't buy. He's like having it because his dad passed away like 20 minutes after he got home and he's
Oh
like that's
wow.
something money can't buy is like that time with my dad. So he's like that's why having that car being able to make me get there in time he goes is something that like is
Super
my
chill.
most
No.
prized possession. I'm
So
like that's cool.
Grant, if you need a cursor to watch it, he hates the British government and he's constantly at war with them. I freaking love
Oh,
it.
I want to watch this movie so bad now.
Yeah, you're speaking the dad's language maybe.
What?
I
I
thought,
hate British government.
yeah, I thought you would. Like, I hated it as much as he does, and I'm not even part of it. But you hear how like monotonous and tedious they are. You're like, I'm on your side here, dude. Like, it's nuts. Like, anyway, watch Clarkson's Farm. That's a perfect show. But yeah, GT Tour, it's so funny. It's like the show after Top Gear because I think Top Gear was more geared toward cars. This one, like, it's a little bit of cars, but then it's just like they bring on like famous British actors, Scottish actors. They'll bring on they talk about shows, they travel, they just do like all these funny, weird things, and it's like it's unlike any travel show. Like sometimes they'll drive like dilapidated cars that intentionally break down all the time. It's just so funny. Like it's just nothing like I've ever seen. So highly recommend it. It's like watching the British baking show where you're like, yeah, I don't really care about baking, but somehow this is like such a charming and fun show to watch. Like why is that? I don't know. So anyway, British people, man, they're just so amusing to watch. How about you, Cameron? Share what you've watched and what you've seen lately.
Yeah, my list isn't too long just because I finally finished the New Adventures of Batman. So another TV show down the drain. Um, but and then I also
Kind I'll
watched.
never get back.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna be rewatching all those with my kids. But and I'll be like, yeah, make sure you pay attention to this part. What? No, you have to understand. Do you see the lighting and how it's shot and how it goes shot
Dad,
reverse
can't we
shot?
watch like I don't know, Bluey? This is really dark and scary.
I
Joker's
know.
scary. Don't you get it? It's so
I don't know.
good.
Is it bad that I'm already planning my child's first rated R movie will be Batman: The Long Halloween Part Two? I'm like, hey, it's not that bad. But then I watched Batman and Mr. Freeze Sub-Zero, the movie, just because it follows directly after kind of the Dark Knight animated or the Batman the animated series. And yeah, really solid. And then I'm excited because Allie's been gone for like a week and a half, so I'm excited to like finally start watching Dexter again because we literally just have to like stop midway through season like 5 because she's like, "Well, I'm going out of town." I'm like, "Oh my gosh!" So
I
it's
can't
like a
believe how
week and a
fast
half.
you watched
I know.
that
I can't believe you're
show.
already halfway through.
That's dude. It's because Allie every single time I'm like, "Oh, you need to go to bed." She's like, "Come another episode."
Just another
That
episode.
lady is addicted to serial killers. It was there was a second where I
Well,
thought
she's
No
she was
wonder
gonna
she
fortunate she
loves you.
married one, dude.
Mhm.
yeah, for real. I require as little sleep as a serial killer, that's for sure.
I
And
know
it
how you
is
do it,
it is
dude.
scary. It is scary how much I do relate to Dexter, I will say. I'm like, hey, me and him are like weirdly alike. Or
Dude,
I've
Cameron, you
seen
need to
so
make
many
a
memes
movie
where it's like
about a
where
serial
you
killer
when
psychologist who just like talks to so many serial killers that they finally try it out for themselves. That's got to be a
yeah,
movie.
that's Harley Quinn.
That's Harley Quinn. Yeah, it's the Harley Quinn. I was like, sounds
Yeah.
familiar.
No, but what were you just saying?
Anything
Serial
for you,
killer.
Mr.
You were
J.
talking about Dexter. You're finally gonna watch with her. You relate so much to Dexter.
You relate to
Yeah, I
killers.
lost it.
All right. What else you watch?
No, that's pretty much it.
Wow.
Just looking forward to um
More
watching
Dexter.
more yeah, more Dexter and
More
as
Dexter.
well as I s- I started like the first minute and a half of Ponyo. I started it and I just immediately could tell I'm like I'm not in the vibe to watch this. It was just like so up like it was just so like visually stunning and like kind of lighthearted that I'm like, I don't know that I'm in the mood. It was also
It's
like 11 o'clock at
I
night.
need
I'm like,
darkness.
Yeah, I will say going from the long Halloween to
yeah,
Ponyo is a pretty crazy leap. Like, that's
yeah. So,
nuts. That's a crazy
um,
double feature.
but I was gonna watch The
I will say,
Assessment.
Cameron, with kids, Ponyo is a
it's
Yeah,
absolute blast. With kids,
yeah.
they
And so
love
that's the thing too. And I'll just watching it by myself. I'm like, I don't know if this is how it was super intended to be watched. Um,
I'm just alone watching Ponyo.
I
because
did. I watched it for the first time alone. I loved it.
okay, yeah. Sometimes when I relate to Jordan, it
Keep
makes
that
me
to
worry.
yourself, Jordan.
No, but it is funny how I saw this thing where it was who was it that was talking? Oh, maybe it was like a football player talking about how like his like favorite thing ever is going to like a restaurant, eating by himself, or like going to the movies and and being by himself or whatever. And then some people were like, "Oh, what's so sad and pathetic?" And then a lot of people were like, "People don't understand." Okay, I remembered what I was gonna say. It just triggered it. I saw this meme that was like talking about Dexter's dad, and it says, "When you misdiagnose your autistic child and instead turn him into a serial killer." That's literally what he did. He was just like, "You're a little bit different. I'm going to turn you into a serial
I'm gonna
killer."
train you into killing.
Yeah, and it's
Dad,
like, or
I
maybe
just
he
want to
literally
collect
has
train
autism.
car,
Yeah,
toy trains.
yeah.
Well,
He's like,
that I won't spoil. Never mind. Wait, yeah, you know he has a kid, right? Because you've seen that. Like he has a little baby boy.
what?
Dexter, you're lying. I
Yeah,
know you're lying because you
yeah,
told me.
yeah. He has a child, but
Yeah. So a lot of times he questions like, is he a killer? You know, like already there's
uh-huh.
little moments.
When one of the moms complained or whatever that because he scraped one of the other kids that played, and he was like,
Yeah. It's great
uh,
because they continue to do that like through seasons. I don't want to spoil, but Ty, you need to watch it too. There's a lot of
Oh,
times
is he a
that
teenager and then his teenager's acting out
you're
and
trying to
killing
like, yeah,
people?
I don't want to spoil, but yeah, anyways.
Oh,
I don't want
dude,
to
a
spoil, but I'll
father
keep
and
going.
son outing and they go kill people together? That sounds awesome. Now I want to watch it.
Well, no, it's
"Yeah,
what you guys
well,
just said. Like he's like, is he a killer? And so you don't want to mess him up and like make him a killer. Like, you
Yeah.
know.
Is he
yeah, well,
cursed like me?
Byron did everything in his power to try to make all of us killers, but you know, we
Oh, good stuff. Well, oh, one thing I did want to see. What was the Rhea Shehorn or Seahorse, whatever her name is? Pluribus Unum or whatever. What's it called?
What are you
what
saying?
language is Tide
Yeah,
speaking?
blurbum,
Pluribus Unum.
blurbum.
It's a
Seahorse and
pluribus.
blurbum slurvum. Have you seen that
Oh,
movie?
I feel like I saw a trailer for
Like
that.
an
Ty, I need you
episode
to
of Rick and
Literally
Morty.
Ty,
pluribus.
Ty, I
Yeah.
need you to put both hands above your head and then say your full name. See if you're having a stroke.
I smell burnt toast. Yeah. What's going on? It's called
Yeah,
pluribus.
yeah, that's the one I mentioned. Yeah.
E
The girl
pluribus unum.
from Better Call Saul.
Well, I didn't know you
Oh,
mentioned that. I wasn't really listening when Grant was talking, but
Well,
That was
no,
from
this was
last week.
yeah, you mentioned
last
it,
week.
Ty.
no,
See,
I
I
Grant?
was like the writers and creators of Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul,
dude, is
making a
it?
show
Yeah,
But
with
it's
her
not.
in it.
It's
and then
not
you guys were
actually
making fun of.
her.
You're like, I don't even remember her. She's
But
not
it
even
is
that
Well,
like
and then
her
Cameron was
good.
back.
like,
It's a
I
different
didn't
story,
like
right?
that actress or something like that.
But it's not
I
really
haven't
like
even seen
It
it.
wasn't
I
Cameron, it
don't
was
know.
What the
me.
It was
fudge?
you.
Oh,
Cameron's never even watched
I've
it.
never even watched it. Kurt's like, "Yeah, I
That's
think
right.
Cameron didn't like the actress. I don't even know who this woman is."
wait. Oh wait, Cameron, did you haven't watched Breaking Bad or did you finish that one?
No, I'm like episode 8 of season 1 because
Oh, okay.
it was a show that me, Allie, and both my roommates were watching, and it was the biggest mistake ever to make it a group watch because it's like, okay, when
You'll
does it
work
work
never
for
get together,
everyone?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. And
never
it's
gonna
like,
happen.
next week, and I'm like, what? We just watched 2 episodes last night. We're gonna wait a week.
Next week, you're not even gonna remember where.
Yeah, I know. And every single
You
time, I'm
can't
like, wait,
even
what
follow the
happened?
story.
Oh yeah, the plate. Okay, I'm starting to remember.
That's so funny. Cameron, if you like serial killers, after you watch all of Dexter, because I was actually thinking once Cameron gets caught up to where I was in Dexter, I wanted to keep watching with you, Cameron. So
Mm.
let me know as soon as you finish the show. I'll
Cameron
We'll
will
start.
be
beat
there
you,
probably
Ty.
next week. Yeah.
Wait, what
Yeah,
was that?
Cameron
I said, we'll
Cameron's
probably
gonna
be
beat
there
you.
next week.
Oh.
You'll be there. Oh, you'll be there next week. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'll start.
Because
I
how many
want to
seasons we have
start a
left?
new
4?
show, and my wife and I really like Dexter, so I'll watch like a recap, and then we'll start the origin. Jordan texted me the order.
Yeah, you have to. It's so weird. It's like they don't. Instead of just saying season 10, 11, 12, they gotta. It's like,
Well,
oh,
they
Resurrection,
yeah.
stopped, and
new
then it was
beginnings.
a different show, right? Yeah. But
Oh,
anyway,
well, good point. They didn't. They just would dish out a season because they're like, oh, this will probably be the only one. Like, oh, it
yeah,
was
and then they're
really well
like,
received. Okay, then one more. Oh,
yeah, this is
okay,
it.
what's another one? And then they just renewed for another season. So
Oh wow.
That,
I'm
that's
like,
that's what happened with Cora Jordan, and that's why everyone complains is because each season, because it's 4 seasons, and seasons 1, 2, and 3 were all
Well,
told that they were going to be the last season of the show, so it ends on the
The
like
Legend
it's
of
like
Korra?
yeah, like wraps up everything, and
Mm.
it's like, oh yeah, everything's great, perfect, and then it's like, wait, what? And then that season 1 of the next season is kind of like this is a different pacing or whatever, but it's because
I'm
each
just so
time they're like,
grateful that Cameron's so into serial killers. One day he'll run out of other shows that he's watching and have to watch True Detective. It'll be such a good day, dude. I cannot wait
It's
for
true.
that. Like,
I've seen a decent amount of scenes with
I
Jordan.
I showed him the best scenes.
oh no.
I know.
I'm so
Sorry.
Yeah, because
disgusted that
because
Jordan did it.
I was like,
Cameron,
should I just
Cameron,
I was like, should I
you're
watch this, Jordan?
talking to the guy that was like,
It's too
skip
slow and
see
boring.
episodes 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm like, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, Jordan. The amount of times that Jordan will say that he's like, oh, you can just skip
You
like the first
three
five or six
episodes
episodes, and I'm like,
and watch this scene with no context. Like, I'll be
yeah.
honest, there's very little to do with what he showed you that actually makes this show so
Well,
significant.
yeah, and the
Anyway.
you don't feel the weight either if you don't see the
Yeah,
rest of it.
absolutely not. But anyway, yeah, because you
Because
talked about
the
the
only two scenes from Prisoners you show somebody is just the dog strangling and then him beating up some kid with at a sink. You're like, oh,
Or when he whispers,
like,
what
isn't
does he
this
say?
great?
they didn't scream
They
when I
didn't
took
they
them.
didn't
They
cry
didn't cry
till
until I left them.
I left him. What? What did he say?
George's like, wait,
I don't
what?
think there's been a stronger man on this planet. I think that Hugh Jackman is stronger than Wolverine because you see like 18 cops trying to hold him back, and he's like, "Ah." They're like, get off, get off.
Get off!
Because to all the cops, he's beating up a like autistic kid in a parking lot.
Oh man, I love it. Well, yeah. So, listeners, this has been a treat and a real joy. We
Happy
love you all
Halloween.
very, very much. All 400 of you. People,
Happy
don't you have
Halloween.
better things to do than to listen to this podcast? Oh, Jordan's wishing everyone a happy Halloween. This
Ty's
episode will come out
dissuading
on
our
Halloween.
listeners. Ty's shaming our listeners.
Stop
I
listening
am.
to us.
Don't you have something better to do? You have 400
So
listeners.
hopefully all of you have a shame kink, because otherwise,
But we love you, listeners. We really do. I just hope that you're all people I don't know. And if you meet me in the real world, don't say anything.
this
I
is
don't
Ty's
want to hear it.
affair.
I listened to your episode.
Futro. Oh,
That's it. Get away from me.
not in front of my family.
Yeah, don't.
This
Just
is
don't.
Ty's second family.
I'll be like, you have the wrong guy. Anyway,
You're
leave us an
mistaking
email,
me for someone else. No, Ty Christensen. Uh,
leave us an email at futuromovies@gmail.com.
Have we
Uh,
ever gotten any
um,
emails
Yeah.
since
yes,
like
Grant.
the very
yeah, we've gotten
beginning?
emails before. Um,
Yeah, Grant. We also get recommendations.
our
So
400 listeners, Grant, are
Since
not all
4 years
eager to
ago.
email us, but yes, every once in a while they'll write us in. And then leave
Well,
us comments,
they
comments on the
prob
videos too.
they'd probably leave more if you guys actually watch the recommendations they give you.
Yeah, but then it's just a bunch of
you
indie
guys.
movies.
No, I have been wanting to watch that one Madras Cafe that somebody recommended a while back, but
Yeah, but then Halloween happened, so uh too busy.
yeah,
Too many good movies.
maybe we'll get around to it in year 6 of our pod.
Yeah, maybe we get more listeners if we like cared about our audience and did more prep for the pod. All right. So leave us comments. We love you, dear listeners. Happy Halloween to all y'all out there. Enjoy your spooky days and enjoy the episode. Take it easy. This is Future Hidden Movie
Rachel,
signing out. Peace.
Rachel,
Right.
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
Yeah.